Sound and the pictures. And we're live again after a 2-week break with week 1 of season 6. New season, some old players, a new player, and everybody has funky new mechs in this season because, as always, we are starting off a season with an ARAM week. All random, all mechs. Where everybody used the funky spinners to put together a randomized mech with a random frame, 3 random traits, a random core power, and then everybody had a reroll, and those mechs were then equipped. And we'll see later how that works out. In this week, we are in orbit around the planet of Faunwar, which is an intercorp world that the company has heavily invested in. But the planet is under attack. Mysterious things are going on. People are vanishing. Material is vanishing. Research is vanishing. And we don't know what the fuck is happening. Which is why we're here to find out today. In today's team, we've got Aphrodite. Aphrodite, how has the new company policy that everybody has to build their own mechs affected you and your mech?
Well, Aphrodite's been okay with it. Last time they just started strapping a bunch of guns onto a mech. And this time they just did that, but more of it with the own guns they had to pay for, and the result got a bit weird. It kind of became this giant towering monstrosity of guns with a weird paracausal gun on top of it.
It's a gun mountain.
And the guns can't stop firing. In fact, if
yeah.
the reactor is also filled with guns if it were to get exposed.
So this thing is a Genghis Mark II. I believe no Mark 1, right? The old one, the big one.
Yeah, the World Killer Genghis.
The World Killer
with
Genghis.
Limit break.
Mm-hmm.
Because the reactor is filled with gun initiative to
That's
shoot
very
more
useful.
guns, and shielded magazine so that the guns cannot stop shooting.
Can't
And
stop gunning.
the Ushabti.
Nice.
Wow.
Just
I
on
have
top
discovered
someone else.
what extrude gun means.
So the plan is to expose yourself and then just gun everything down.
Yeah, and I gotta do it the hard way by actually taking stress, which is
Wait,
fun.
does a
'cause,
limit break
I-
stack with Ushabti? Surely not. No, it's not an attack, right?
It's not an attack.
Ah, phew. Dodge that bullet. Core power deal 12.
I double checked ComCon. It says it's not an attack.
That's good. It's probably for the best.
I would have memed about it in the server if it did say that.
Would have been pretty rad though. Sweet. Equipped, you got a... You took 3 Sherman licenses, right? Everybody's license level 3 today.
Yep,
You
got
went
the Asura,
full Sherman
so-
for Asura. And an Andromeda laser. Cool. Looking forward to it. And Talisman. What have you cobbled together?
Talisman had difficulty getting her hands on her usual hacking suite and equipment because of the messed up stuff that's going on. She decided to look into it a bit, and she kind of suspects that it has something to do with the haunted planet they were on recently, but she didn't have proof. That's about it. She kind of just gave up on the hacking stuff and grabbed a bunch of melee weapons and strapped them to something.
That's fair. And your baseline is an Everest. It's an Everest
Yes,
frame.
it is.
And you got that Carapace adaptation. So you're harder to hit when in soft cover. There's nanites involved somewhere. And you were scouting out the battlefields for us today.
Yeah, she couldn't get the nanites to behave properly or deliver codes, so she just packed them into the pouches and strapped them to the mech.
Mm-hmm. And then as your core power, we got exposed power cells, the good old Genghis, new Genghis core power, where you go invisible and explode and everything is on fire.
Yep, plan is to hug things.
Perfect. For weapons, you are of course a prestiged pilot, so you have access to prestige items. You pick the missile rack. We've got a nanocarbon and a chain axe. So we're going in and we're slapping, I guess. Nice.
Absolutely.
And Carmine, what have you built for yourself?
Well, it's not so much what Carmine built. See, he was on vacation for a while. The hunting trip on Sleepy Hollow didn't work out too well, but once the Pumpkin King had been killed, it's a pretty nice place to just hang out for a few weeks. So he's just getting back to the station, looking forward to getting back into his Sherman. Opens up the bay doors, and there's this thing where his mech should be.
Perfect. And your baseline is a Vlad, I believe.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
you also got that juicy carapace adaptation.
Hmm.
You got that heavy shielding. That blast plating. So you're just a tank. And then the Tortuga's hyper reflex mode. Coupled with a heavy machine gun, the deck sweeper, and the unraveler, which is pretty spicy.
Hmm.
Still waiting for
Going for
somebody
a
to
lot of
get
pretty
hyper reflex and
Gorgon.
Gorgon, yeah. Somebody moves into 3, they just get shot twice, explode immediately. Oops. We rad. Perfect. Looking forward to this build. And last but not least, Sepulcher. New aboard Interpoint Station, your first mission aboard the station. Thrust into this unusual situation with new company policies for building your own mech. Tell us about yourself, and then tell us about your mech.
Yeah, so the thing with Sepulcher is I think Sepulcher's used to trudging around quite older things, sometimes with the mechs, but I think this is definitely a unique case where it's making the best of what's available, which in this case did not seem to be very much. So with the mech, I'm not sure. Do I just talk about the build or?
Sure, yeah. Let's go first into what is your frame. You got a Caliban,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
you got that Pursuit Ray, so that's Caliban stock. But what else do you have?
Yeah, so I've also got the Seeking Payload from Monarch.
Mhm.
So that's there's a fancy little thing from Caliban, very conveniently, that also happens to be a heavy launcher fitting on the only mount I have.
True. Yep.
So the game just kind of said, "Hey, I heard you like playing Caliban. Um, just play it a little different this time." So, and we also have Superior Reactor. So, I guess that's a little got a little better on the reactor shielding. Just can't quite apply it that well.
Respectable's right though.
hmm And as for the core power prophetic interjection, that seems to be, I mean, it's a solid defensive option from my understanding.
Yeah, I looked it up. It
So,
doesn't even specify it needs to be within sensors, right? Which would be
mhm.
hilariously terrible. That needs to be on outside.
Yeah.
Got all 3 sensors Caliban. But yeah, Caliban has 1 mount. Does not come with its integrated weapon in this version. So you got 1 hammer URPL and a dream. And hopefully you
Oh
don't roll
yeah.
weapon destroyed on first structure.
Yeah, so that's what the Antiquarian 3 is for.
Oh, sweet, yeah, so we won't roll that.
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect.
Too many eggs in one mount, as I've referenced to it. So I hope it goes well. If anything, I'll just be using stasis bolt and lock on every single turn.
Mm-hmm. And also means, of course,
Well,
you start the game with Overshield 5.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention I too have Antiquarian 2.
Oh,
So I
so
got
now
the 5 overshield
everybody
as well.
wants to be the Antiquarian. There you go.
Yeah.
It's almost a little on theme this week.
True. All these older rusty mechs. Perfect. In today's mission, we have tracked down some people that are where they shouldn't be, namely one of Intercorp's shipping yards. And they refuse to identify themselves, and they seem to be looking to steal expensive materials from said shipping yard. So before they overrun the place, you will have to escort out the most valuable cargo and hopefully bring that to safety. To help you out on this mission, we got exactly 2 reserves, as is custom during the ARAM week. One of them lets you reroll a trait or your core power. The other one is a random reserve from Interpoint history. Starting with you, Aphrodite, which reserve would you like to take and how are you acquiring it?
The random reserve, and Aphrodite's just gonna listen around to see what people have to say about mystery boxes that are left on the station, as is tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Be word on the street. Oh, well.
Oh, a 9 will not do it, I'm afraid. You
There
know
just
what they
aren't any
say
mystery
about
boxes.
Yeah, no, there aren't. Unless Talisman. Which reserve would you
Fine.
like?
It's a month too early for them.
Going to be mystery choice as
Mhm.
well. Oh, I can't click talisman actually. Hold on a second.
Oh, that's terrible. Is it because of me? No, it's because of you. But I'll help you out. Try this one.
Yes. Yeah. All right. We're all good. So talisman, I guess. She'll go for the mystery choice, and basically, while she's researching to figure out what's causing all these things to disappear, she discovers a maybe some meta vault or some type of folder that has old reserves in it, and she thinks neat and starts digging through it. So she's gonna hack fix for this.
I love it. Let's do it.
And she is a hacker as her background. Can I get accuracy?
Give yourself an accuracy.
Cool.
I can't stand to see another mystery choice go to waste. Whew,
Cool.
good thing you had that accuracy.
Yeah, well, that would have been embarrassing.
Alright,
Oh wow.
5 seasons worth of reserves. Roll me a d5 to determine the season.
There's no button for that.
Season 1, it's
Ooh.
true. There's no button for it.
Janky reserve.
Season 1, so the further back you go, the more janky the reserves get. Because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing back then.
Oh, I
but-
love to hear it.
But also there's book reserves, so you have the chance to get an additional core power here. Season 1 had 8 weeks, give me the 8. Ooh. Week 8, Best of Reserve Season 1. Oof, 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 oof. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give me the 10. Number 3
All right.
is the Orbital Drop Reserve. You find a hole in your meta vault and you will just fall out onto the battlefield. And instead of deploying normally, you can deploy anywhere on the map at the end of your first turn.
Interesting.
This is the
Alright.
bad orbital
I have-
drop, though. That eats your first turn. So, I don't know. It's
Wait,
up to you if you want to use
Oh,
it.
at the end. Oh. Ugh. Oh well. All
So
right.
that combos well with Scout Battlefield.
That is not wrong. Up to you if you want to use
Alright.
it, but that is your reserve.
I mean, I'm going to use it. I rolled for it. I opened all
Fair.
these folders.
Carmine, which reserve would you like?
Alright, I'm going for the mystery choice. Carmine hears over the radio, over the intercom, 15 minutes to deployment. He's looking at this mech. He has no idea what it's going to do. He looks around at the various crates that are apparently using his hangar as a storage space and just starts prying them open, trying to take whatever systems he can to add it to his machine.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be a hack or fix check.
Mhm.
For Sugar.
$17, we'll
There we
do
go.
it. You too may roll me a d5. We are in Season 3. Season 3 had an amount of weeks. I think it was 14. Yes, give me a d14, please.
Season 3 was a big one.
Week 6. One, two, three, 6, 7. 1d7, please. I have no idea what we're doing then. Oh, it was something with acid or something. 3. Oh, no, that's a more useless one. Reroll that one.
No.
We don't have acid baths on this week.
Which number am I re-rolling? The 7?
Yep, the 7. Don't roll a 3 again. Pro tip. 5. 3, 4, 5. Your mech is equipped with enhanced actuators. Once per scene, you may brace without any detriments.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Free brace.
Oh my god, on the
Yeah.
tank?
We'll take it. And Sepulcher, which reserve would you like?
Alright, I think Sepulcher will be going with the mystery choice,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to be acquired through so hearing all about these, just all different kinds of scrap just lying around. I think Sepulcher is going to use investigate to actually see, to look into if there's actually a place where they keep them instead of just, oh, just find it.
Alright, let's see if that works out.
Ah, yes, going through the bureaucracy.
It's that Indiana Jones room with many crates.
Yeah.
This is the wheel limit.
Man, I almost wish I ended up with Flash Aegis instead of Heavy Shielding now that I can brace for
True.
free.
Meh.
16.
go.
We'll do it. You can find the place. Give me 1d5 as well, please. We are in Season 4, which had an amount of weeks. Season 4 had 10 weeks. 1d10.
Get a 1.
5. In week 5, we were helping out. Oh. We were helping out Arist Armory, who were giving us little treats. So your reserve comes with an NHP assistant, which means your mech now has the the AI tag, meaning you have to roll for Cascade. Good luck.
Oh, baby.
But
I'm glad I didn't grab Weaponsmith 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh.
6. 1d6,
This one
please.
doesn't count against the number of
Ooh, I
AIs.
can click the button.
Yup, let's click the button. Number 1. Oh, it's the big one.
Oh, man.
I don't have this prepped. That's okay. You are now the proud owner of the M70 7200 Law
Oh, Jesus
Light Apocalypse
Christ.
Weapon. If this is too complicated, we can reroll. Never mind.
What? Okay, wait.
That's kind of awesome. What?
What kind of weapon is this?
You, as a protocol, you mobilize yourself. While immobilized, you can execute the spool can attack, which you may fire once per scene. This is super heavy, range 25, blast 2, 3 is explosive, 4 burn. Becomes shred until the next turn, 3-6 heat self. You remain immobilized until you fire this weapon. Each turn after using the protocol, the heat cost of firing the weapon decreases by 1d6. So you can protocol and fire, and it's 3d6 explosive, 4 burn, but also 3d6 heat self. Or you fire the turn after you immobilize yourself for 2d6 heat self, then 1d6 heat self, then 0d6 heat self.
So is it a cannon?
It's like the Apocalypse
It's
Rail, I
no
think,
weapon.
because
Okay.
it's a spool class weapon.
Untyped,
Oh, I
untyped
see.
weapon, yeah.
I guess that's up to you if we want to be rolling with
we
that,
can
because I
we
don't
can
mind
we
either
can
way.
take it. We can take it.
All right.
That nets you a second weapon. Aren't you lucky?
Oh my god. I can explicitly barrage with something now.
No, this thing is super heavy.
Oh shit. Now I still can't barrage.
I can barrage with this one weapon, I guess. Perfect. All right.
What's up?
Let's...
Oh, because it's.
Yeah,
Oh, this is weird.
it is a bit weird. Got the Caliban with Apocalypse Rail light. With that, we are getting into the
Maybe
shipyard.
Rosa Dream is coming true.
This is
in a
our
roundabout
little
way.
shipyard. Many crates, many barrels. None of them red, so they don't explode. Terrain-wise, as always, in the top right-hand side of the map, you can find a height legend, which will tell you which terrain outline is which height. Green, of course, is size half, pink is size 1, dark blue is size 2 terrain, orange is size 3, and light blue is size 4 terrain. We got 2 terrain types, clouds, which are soft cover, and you can just move through them. So while inside you gain soft cover, and everything else is hard cover obstruction. And that is about it. Questions about terrain? Perfect. Talisman is not here currently. Talisman will join us later, maybe.
Yes, yeah.
This is an escort mission. That means we have 8 rounds to get the cargo to safety. You can move the cargo truck by starting a movement adjacent to it, but only your standard movement will move the cargo. So Aphrodite, if you start your standard movement to here, you move to here, you can place the cargo truck anywhere adjacent. If you then boost forward, the cargo truck will not come with you, it will remain behind. The cargo truck also cannot be rammed, teleported, can't fly, etc, etc. Only standard move moves the truck, basically. The scene immediately ends as soon as the cargo hits the extraction zone on the right-hand side of the map. So no need to be there yourselves. The cargo will also not move if there's a hostile NPC adjacent to the cargo. You will first have to either smash them away or destroy them in order to get the cargo moving. Speaking of hostiles, we got some unidentified hostiles in the area, lurking about between the crates, looking to steal our stuff. 6 of them on the field right now. More may come in from the inner zones at the top and bottom side of the map. We got a Cedar, a Sniper, a Pyro, a Mirage, an Assault, and a Scout. So look out for those. And that is about it. Questions?
Yeah, I have a question for the Vlad there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a side of this map you prefer to travel across?
I have the carapace adaptation, so these soft covers are looking real juicy.
Yeah, we've
I was
got
thinking
2
of-
people with that,
I was
so I think
thinking
soft cover's the way to go.
here
Sounds about right.
maybe here somewhere. Does that anyone sound good? Maybe.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Those should be far enough from each other.
Perfect. Give me just 1 second. So I can at least pretend that So I'm just trying to call together a Light Apocalypse Rail macro real quick.
Oh, no worries.
6.
Oh yeah, that'll make it a little easier.
3 explosive and how much burn? 4 burn. 4 burn. Special rules, many.
Have music, or do I just have it muted?
Should be music on.
Yeah, I
only
hear
the-
music.
The beeps and boops, you know how it is.
Ah, no, just background music.
Not
Okay,
getting it, but
let's
whatever.
not get
So it goes.
too fancy, I
Roll
guess.
20, get a roll 20.
True. Ugh. Okay. Mini,
Alright.
Apo, Rail, Super Heavy, Ship Type, Spool. Yes, yes. Cool.
Do you roll the heat you take separately, or does it just equal the?
No, you roll the heat you take separately. I just didn't. I could have put like a thing in there, but then I decided
No,
it's not worth
no
time.
problem. I'm just curious.
Yeah. Perfect. With that, let's turn on some music. Got some new music over the break. It's very exciting.
Ooh.
Just still have to sort of get to the right level. But yeah, who would like to take the first turn here?
Just before we start,
Mhm.
can I get 2 soft covers?
Oh yes, of course.
I have 2 soft covers.
2 soft covers.
Well, I am adjacent to the cargo, but I can still.
Excellent, thank you.
I suppose I'll be going just to get the cargo in a better place for y'all.
Mm-hmm. You don't exactly want it to be car stop.
Exactly. You get it.
Boo.
Oh,
Alright.
also,
Alright, thanks for playing, everybody. We'll see each other next time.
More like truck go.
Shouldn't people have overshield if they have the
Oh,
antiquarian?
you are
Absolutely correct.
so right.
I hand out the overshield after copying you over. There we go.
I think I'll start. Alright. So I'm gonna see that sniper as a challenge. Start my move going one or go like so, and dropping the truck right here for Sepulchre to be able to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use my fun skirmisher stuff to fire my. Ooh. Not in range. One. I'm gonna boost. Then I will skirmish
Oh,
my mortar to fire at this sniper. Well, technically the spot right before the
Yep.
sniper.
absolutely no problem.
Dude, sorry, it's been a while for me too. Mortar. One target. That's not a wonderful amount of damage, but
It's okay. Snipers
so
have no
it
HP.
goes. Yeah. I'm just gonna roll high.
You just crit for it.
No.
Oh.
But I do have skirmisher too, so I'll take my 2 full. I'll move forward by a bit, and do I have line of sight on that sniper?
Yep, no problem.
All right, then I will overcharge. Gotta get that worked up pretty quickly.
We need to get that exposed going.
and ideally get rid of the sniper before I am exposed. I will
Should have given you the
skirmisher,
apocalypse rail.
move forward 2 before the shot this time, and fire the auto-stabbed Andromeda at it.
Mm-hmm. Hits. Deals 9 damage.
And that's my turn. I'm at 1.
Well, what about the Ushopti to finish it off?
Oh yeah, and the Ushabti will tap it as well. It's within
Fair.
15 of me now. Gun,
Impressive.
gun.
The absolute disrespect to being killed by the you shall see.
Good turn.
Respectable. I like that sniper. Fred
I know.
Barrage is going to hop on top of this building using reality flicker. And then we'll do our evil work. Starting with glitch scanners. Aha, that Genghis looks surprisingly not immune to fire.
I did strip off all of the insulation to put more guns on it.
Understandable. We'll slap a warp sensor on you. Hits 2 heat. You treat everything as having soft cover until the end of your next turn. That is the Mirage done.
Alright. Sepulcher, do you want to go?
Sure. Let's see. I have to. Oh man, I have to get my actions back up. But yeah. I believe I only have 3 movement, so this should be fun. But
You can always boost up and then stand move after.
Oh, you're right. I think I will do that. Let's see. Trying to remember where. Yeah.
I want to leave
okay,
it like
cool.
somewhere adjacent to one of these 2 spaces.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So with the cargo, whenever we move,
Standard
does
move,
it
yeah.
get? So when we standard move,
Mhm.
the cargo goes where if we want to move the cargo.
So you standard move here, you can move through the cargo, and then just place it anywhere adjacent to you.
Okay, cool. So I am going to move. Let's see. I'll move here then for the sand. So this was a boost, I should say,
Yeah, that's what it is.
to over here, and then over here is the standard move.
Yep.
And let's see. Should we have the cargo left of me or beneath me?
I can move to right here. So if it's like right
Okay.
there, that's fine, or right there.
Okay, yeah, let's put it right here. Yeah. Because you can move through the cargo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You just did.
Okay. Well, I guess you're right. And then I will be using. Let's see.
We're charging the apocalypse rail.
It's a protocol, sadly.
Yeah, it is a protocol.
I mean, they're all within 25 spaces.
It's pretty funny that the smallest mech got the biggest gun.
Does the cargo count as an allied character for
No.
Mimic Mesh?
No.
Okay. So I will charge the stasis bolt.
Could you prepare the mimic mesh?
Yeah, you could have. Definitely.
I'll just charge the stasis bolt.
That's fair.
Fair
That's
enough.
fine.
Friend
Yeah.
Cedar.
And where is? There we go.
I hope somebody has good sensor range to search for landmines.
We'll throw one out there. Yellow is stun, red is explosive. Within range 3. Yeah, we'll put it just there. And that is the Cedar done. Move boost, lay mine.
Do I have to spend an action to make the system check?
Quick action to search for it. Reveals all mine within your sensors.
Yeah, but I don't have anything in sensors, otherwise I actually probably would.
I like to call them ours, not mine, okay? They are for everybody.
They are.
Carmine and Talisman.
You got any plans, Talisman?
I was just gonna wait and then decide who wanted the most hugs.
That's just a little battle bus up above.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to boost up to this point.
Yep.
Okay, do I risk the landmine? Let's see. As long as I don't go within that area, I should be good. So now I'm just going to regular walk my way over to here. Actually, let's go there. And I will drop the cargo right here. And then, let's see, Aphrodite, who do you want me to open fire on, the Pyro or the Cedar?
I don't like the cedar. The pyro can... Wait, what are you gonna fire on him with?
Heavy machine gun?
Oh, you might be able to just annihilate the pyro if you're lucky. I don't
I do
like the
have a lot of
cedar.
armor.
Heavy machine gun?
Hmm?
Sorry.
Sounded very
the heavy
incredulous.
machine gun- well, the heavy machine gun's very powerful, but the pyros have like 3 armor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's why if you're lucky.
I guess. I assumed that had to do with the attack roll, but I'm a fool.
Alrighty, I think overall the Pyro is going to be doing more damage. So I am going to skirmish the Pyro.
Also, cedars are tough.
Yeah, I don't think they're quite as tough as Pyros. They've usually got less armor, but only slightly. Alright, heavy machine gun usually has 1 difficulty, but I have auto stab on it, so just straight roll, yeah?
yep. Crit.
Okay, starting this off with a good thing.
Yay!
Okay, so apparently
Oh,
that did
wow.
just wreck the Pyro.
Oh, that works.
Congratulations.
I
Starting
take
this
that.
off with a bang. Alright, and I believe that is the end of my turn. I am in lovely, lovely hard cover due to carapace adaptation.
True.
You are
Let's
also
see.
barely within range for interdiction point.
Oh, handy.
Our friend the Scout. Almost not worth any more to a stealth field here, but I guess we're going for it. Introducing our no and improved templates. Oh wow.
Ooh.
They're so much better than those ones.
Honeycomb.
What a field.
Can see the terrain and stuff still.
Yep.
But yes, stealth field. Immobilized. 6 up recharge.
It's almost not worth committing map crimes to try and lay as many templates over the map.
True.
R.I.P. Clown Zone.
And then we're shooting at you, Aphrodite, through the soft cover.
Yeah, yeah.
The marker rifle, 1 accuracy. Hits. Blah blah, lock on, shredded, yep. And that is where Talisman makes their entrance.
Yeah, I'm a little sad that the scout decided to move, but
It's
that's
a
okay.
superhero landing.
Yep, 3-point landing. We're going to go, I think, right here. Yoink. Landing behind the scout. Nothing personal. Let's barrage.
No, it's the end of your, it's the problem, it's the end of your turn. It's the shit,
Yeah.
it's the shit orbital drop.
Yes, yes, yes. Sorry. Does anyone
It's okay.
mind if I do the first next turn?
You sure
I
have
will.
reactions though.
Oh yeah, you're right. I do have reactions. It's all good. We're good.
Perfect.
Hello.
The moment you move, you die. Scout.
Soul is left. Soul is going to move into the Shroud Zone.
Yeah, I forget that if they move into the zone, they become invisible, don't they?
Yep, I sure do. And those 2 difficulty soft covers are sure a thing that exists.
Unless, of course, the assault has the auto-targeting, which allows them to ignore cover.
You do not. This is a 1 game. Well, should Aphrodite. Not consuming lock on. 1 difficulty. This 3 reliable. Oh, are you T2
Ooh.
assault?
Where's
Yeah,
that
I was
Gorgon
like, wait a
passive
minute.
when you need it?
Ah, you're tier 2 assault? Appears
I
that
guess
way.
it's the boss of this group.
Easy. Take 2 reliable. Sorry about that.
Fair enough.
Stats check out though. And that is a round. Slaughtered the sniper and the pyro. We're getting some reinforcements from the top left-hand side.
A little close.
Oh. Bastion, Sentinel, and Hornet.
Guys, could use some help over here in just a moment.
Well,
Rude. You should, as much... Yeah, I've got reactions. You should probably get the bust out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep moving the bus. That sounds like a plan.
I do have stasis generator to lock down something.
I'd rather just not be there.
Yeah, the issue is that the Sentinels are pretty quick too. If any of them gets adjacent to the cargo, we can't move the cargo until they're gone. The
I
Bastion
mean, I'm
can
going to be
make
eating an
raid.
Overwatch anyway, but I think they've got 3 threat.
That's correct.
And
Yeah, that's gonna happen, but there's not much.
What?
There's not much to be done about it. Either.
oh, I do have Lockbreaker though, so if I
Do you have
skirmish them,
lockbreaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, just skirmish and then
Just
move.
walk away.
there's nothing they can do to stop me. All right,
Simply
do people mind if I go first?
Go for it.
go for it.
All right. I want to be careful of this guy's landmine. So first up, I'm going to overcharge.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That's in basics. Overcharge. First overcharge. Take that 1 heat. I am going to skirmish with the deck sweeper against the Sentinel. Actually. Should I go after the Hornet with the Unraveler?
Ooh, that's a spicy
Ooh.
shot.
Just
It
hit
does
for it.
give me...
It's still you still get skirmisher.
I'm also doing reliable damage, and also if I hit, 2d6 is going to do a lot of damage to the Hornet and might insta-kill it. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to Unraveler the Hornet.
Mm-hmm.
No penalties?
Nope. Miss.
Nope. So it just takes 2. And I am moving...
Now it's that
Here.
much easier to kill with the Unraveler.
am I setting off a landmine?
You're fine.
Alright. In that case... Should I scan for the landmine? Just so we know where it is.
Well, do you feel lucky?
Yeah, I'm feeling lucky.
I'll
Alright.
do ya. Let's give me a systems check.
Okay.
Basic safe check systems.
Cylinder. Okay.
19 will
Rolling
do
on.
it. You can find the mine.
I
Just right
spy
here.
with my little eye.
It is explosive.
Alright.
Lucky that you went there.
Then I am moving here. I'm going to drop the this guy right here.
Mm-hmm. As a reaction
Then-
to you moving the... Nope. Oh,
The Mirage flipping something.
yeah, the Marshall blip something. I just forgot to put the thing in. Just double check if that is within sensors or just on the side. Mirage blip. Different sensors. That's okay.
Alright, and then for my final quick action, I'm going to drop one of my 2 hive drones right here.
Is it within sensors?
It's within
Yes,
sensors, yeah.
but it's a burst 1.
Burst 2 even,
Oh,
no?
it's burst 1. Oh,
Oh, it's burst 2? In that case, I will drop it
Scout would like some, right?
right here.
Boy, howdy,
That's pretty
soft cover the game.
And yep, I now have soft cover, things are gonna take damage, life is good.
Everyone just has that soft cover.
I mean, hey, got carapace adaptation, might as well take use of it.
True. The Sentinel will go moving to here. Getting Overwatched, I guess.
Yep, it is entering my deck sweeper range. It's within 3, so I gain 1 accuracy. Deck sweeper is 1 difficulty, so that cancels out. I'm guessing it's not gaining soft cover from the terrain.
Nope. It's too large. Hits. Deals 9 damage.
Whew.
Moving to here, we're going to ram you.
Okay.
Miss. And the shotgun to the face.
That's a 3
At
difficulty.
3 difficulty.
Yep.
Hits for 6.
Oh, wow.
Reduced by 2 armor, so 4. I was about to say, this thing's almost on par with a breacher, and then it hit me.
And that is the Sentinel's turn.
So what I was going to do, I was going to ask first if you wanted me to go after Mirage, or if I should deal with the Scout. What do people feel like?
Let's see, Mirage already used up its blip.
Yeah. I mean, Mirage is still invisible, but it's a pain. I think Talisman should go and have some fun.
Well, remember, I think you should wait until the scout goes to get rid of its invisibility field.
Oh, I can kill the Scout regardless.
You've got ways of dealing with invisibility.
I have save damage and reliable, so.
Fair enough.
So yeah, do you want me to take out the Scout or the Mirage? Well, I can't. It might not kill the Mirage, but
I'd go with the scout.
Sounds like the scout then,
Yeah.
yeah.
Take the scout off the board.
I will attempt to do so. I will also start with an overcharge, so let's get that going.
Mm-hmm. First overcharge.
Cool. Take 1 heat. Alright, we're gonna start with the total strength suite. Okay. Yeah. So it gets knocked 1 space away from me and it has to make an agility save. That's a failure.
Taking 4.
Yeah, it does. And then we're going to barrage. I will start with the heavy, the nanocarbon, as threat 3.
Mm-hmm. Where do you want to put the thing?
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's see. I think I want it to be on this side. Aphrodite, is that okay?
That works. I mean,
Okay.
I can walk over it.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right. So yeah, I'll start with the nanocarbon. Oh wait. No. Before I do that, sorry, I'm gonna walk forward. I'll move 2 spaces. Then I will barrage.
Mhm.
And I have no accuracy or difficulty, just invisibility. So I'll roll that first. Nice.
It's against the scout.
Yeah, against the scout.
Are you intending to move outside of the hive area?
Got movement remaining after this.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Cool.
Hits and kills the scout.
No
Neat.
cloaks
neat.
allowed.
I do like that. I then can take a swing at the assault, right?
Mm-hmm. Executioner
So
one.
we'll do the attack. Yeah, executioner 1. So I'll make an attack a half.
Crit.
Ooh.
Deals 4.
8 damage, 4 damage. 4 damage. Cool, cool. And then for my second attack of the barrage, we're going to use my missile rack.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking we're going to throw these at Carmine's friend. Does it get cover from the cargo?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to throw this at Carmine's friend.
Mhm.
So let's blast that one. Just one attack and then I click it twice, or do I have to select it twice?
2 attacks. Roll damage
But
twice.
one target, right?
One target, yep. One target twice.
Wait, you only have Executioner 1?
No, I'm attempting to do the missiles.
No, I know, but White
Well-
Arc Cleave would have tapped the assault.
I think that
did.
crit
I
was
did.
against the assault after he had killed the scout, so
Yep.
it wouldn't have
Oh, other
splashed.
than the one you just attacked. Never mind.
Mhm.
I forgot that. Rider.
Hit for
Damage.
just 2. And then for the second... Is that the same one?
Yep.
Oh.
You rolled the same thing.
Just crit.
Hey!
Nice.
It just works.
It
Nice.
just works.
That was pretty cool. Then I'm going to step back into this cloud here. So let's go... No, right here. 3. Yeah. And I think that's it. So I'll end my turn. Is it not showing up in chat?
What?
That is.
Yeah,
Or
it is.
the end turn did.
Okay.
It showed up on the turn order
Mhm.
and in chat.
Ah, still good.
Okay.
It's all good. Friend Mirage is going to teleport down to here, take its damage. Going to full tech into you, Talisman, invade into the other thing. See how you like 60 heat. Impaired, everything
Ouch.
soft cover and 4 heat. That is the Mirage's turn.
Do you mind if I go before you, Aphrodite? So I can get
for it.
Mimic Mesh on you?
Yeah.
Cool.
You can keep up.
Right. um,
I think Cedar Mines only.
Cedar Mines are not mines, yeah.
directly
Oh, okay.
They're only dangerous if you step on top of them.
Cedar Mines don't reel, don't worry about it.
on. If You could somehow knock the cedar into them.
No,
But I think
also
I'm-
not.
Nah.
Cedar mines are not mines. Basically, just
They
throw
don't-
everything you know about mines out and don't worry
Oh,
about
they're
it.
only activated by enemies.
Yeah, for sure.
Their effects do hit both
Wow.
allies and enemies, though.
Let's. Where is
Good old cedar mines.
systems? Mimic Mesh. I'm gonna use Mimic Mesh on Aphrodite here.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to. Let's see. What's that? That sure is 5.
Sure, it's fine.
I will skirmish against the cedar with my. Oh, I guess I can't say my only weapon, but
I don't know if you're gonna get a chance
Um,
to actually fire the light apocalypse.
I
so
believe
it
in
has. So I have.
At least in this
It's
scene.
inaccurate, but I have +1
Mhm.
accuracy, and yeah,
you. I got nothing. Hits. Ooh,
nice.
knockback 2.
Alright. Well, isn't knockback a May?
It's optional.
Unless.
Although, if you knock it back, you can pursue prey.
True.
You are
Doesn't
correct.
Wait, you do have it?
I do
Yeah.
have pursue prey.
Oh, that'll help.
Freddy,
Wow.
come on! It's a Caliban. You know
I
what
will-
a Caliban
I will-
does.
It's just an inherent part of the frame, you know?
It's just yeah, yeah.
It's
I actually I will knock it back.
When you put on the Caliban frame, you get possessed by Doom Guy to rip and tear.
That's 8
6 damage.
explosive.
Overkill.
That's actually overkill.
overkill.
So I
Take a
just
eat.
roll a. Just roll a d6, I guess.
Mhm.
That's a 2.
Maybe worth it
Extra point of damage.
for heat.
Pursue prey, overcharge, hit him again.
True.
Pursue prey. Is he still even in range?
Sure.
Yeah.
You followed
You
him.
move 2, he
Oh,
moves
you
2.
sure did. Sure are right. What's the other? Oh yeah. You know what? I actually will do that.
Fair.
I will overcharge. So let's take another one of the
It's
heat.
basics. Basics.
Where is do
Basics
Overcharge.
overcharge. First one. Yep.
Reserve.
So it's easier for the viewers to follow along, basically.
Yes, thank
For
you.
those lancing at home.
For those lancing at home.
Weapons. Your PL. Smack that boy.
Nice.
That's 14.
6
Ah,
damage.
more overkill. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Come
We're
on.
always
Another
dead.
2.
Nice.
Does their corpse get ragdolled when they pursue the hat?
Knockback can happen before damage in this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But I think is Pursue Prey once per round?
Yeah, it's. Oh yeah, you're right. I will pursue prey once. Actually, how would that? Which direction would I go?
I mean,
Right
I'd
towards
imagine
it.
you'd end up like right here.
Just here.
Yeah,
And the corpse would end up there.
sounds good.
Cool, cool. The Hornet.
Don't forget to click.
Go
the,
ahead,
the
jam
walker.
me. See what happens. Make
Nah.
my gun stop firing.
Oh
Fire
yeah,
hex
where is
missiles at me. Overheat.
enter?
Make my gun stronger.
Wish these guys had hex
Thank you.
missiles. Go to over here. And we'll throw the impale systems at you, Talisman.
Not going for the
Why?
irony of the. Oh wait, no, this isn't the.
Cause you just look,
Javelin.
you look deliciously overheatable right now. It's okay, it missed. And there's the Hornet's turn.
All right.
Aphrodite.
I can get really crazy,
Ooh.
and I will. Because,
Easy with it.
all right, we're starting by turning on the Asura.
Mm-hmm.
3 heat,
Oh lord.
and then I'm going to overcharge. This will be my second one. I take 1d3 heat.
Hey.
That's 3.
We did it, gamers. We made it there. Woo!
No, watch
And
as you
then I've
roll a
overheated.
6.
No, I'm gonna impair and I'm going to cascade. It's my first
True.
lost stress.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
no, I'm
I thought that was
exposed.
your cascade for a second.
And
Oh,
my
there's a one.
NHP is fine.
There's a 1 in there.
No.
Just ignore that 0. It doesn't actually exist. That's how zeros work, right?
True.
Okay, so action-wise,
Do you get something when you expose or no?
Yep.
yes,
Plus
I
three
get
bonus
plus 3
damage and everything.
damage.
Yes.
The
Okay,
limit
yeah,
break.
that was the thing. Yes. Awesome.
Time to start shooting. We will begin with a barrage. I'm going to target... I'm going to target this... Yeah, let's clear off the truck first. I'm going to
Gotta
target
begin with the overcharge skirmish, sadly.
Oh, the overcharge. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I asked
doing
I
that
asked
rule
Tom and
correctly.
DMs. He said you
Alright.
gotta do it immediately.
Let's you know what? Let's gamble. I
Mhm.
feel like gambling. We are firing the Andromeda at the Mirage. The overcharge skirmish. No, we're
Invis.
not. But I still take the 3 heat.
Yep.
Alright, now we barrage. Or I continue firing at the Mirage first. Nope. Well, I will fire my Soul Pattern Assault Rifle at the Sentinel instead.
Yep. Has soft cover because you treat everything soft cover.
Yep.
So you're at 8 heat right now, and the soul
Yeah, I'm
puts
gonna
you to
stress again.
9. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Hits.
Need that reactor anyway.
That's what I call stress.
That would be 5 energy, 1 burn.
Kills.
Alright. Now I'm going to do my regular quick action
Mhm.
to once more try and take out that gosh dang Mirage. This is going to stress me, and I'm fine with that.
Why? Why?
Because I want that Mirage dead.
Fair.
I'll kill it. Well, actually, we'll see if I'm still
Like a mouse
sniffing.
stress.
More exposed.
I'm just more exposed. And my NHP is still fine.
NHP is probably freaking out right now.
What is happening?
Can I get off this mech? I want to get off this
I'm gonna
mech.
start skirmishing towards it. I didn't do it for the overcharge skirmish.
Okay.
And I'm going to pop initiative and take one last.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, and that Sentinel also had nuclear cavalier.
Hey! One difficulty.
This is at neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking.
You still have the Ushopti.
True.
You can just deal 1 damage to it.
And with my last quick action. You know what? I'm gonna dare them to structure me. I'm not gonna.
I mean, stress you a 3rd time.
No, I can't. I can't make any more attacks.
Yeah, but they can heat you.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Did you use the Ashabti already or no?
I'm on. That's at the end of my turn.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna pop my RSU. I will stabilize. I will clear that lock on, which also clears the shred.
Coward.
I will clear my
Seems like a
heat.
good choice.
Ugh.
I will clear my exposed. I went big, and I went all in on a Mirage that I
You
missed
went
every
big. I
single shot
respect
with.
it. Alright, I respect it. And I think that's your
I
turn. That's
Yeah, I
everything.
gotta reload all the guns that I put into my reactor for next scene.
Alright. We'll try to ram Carmine. That's a good trick sometimes. Oops, no, that's exposed. And then we have the Assault left. Assault's going to invade you, Talisman.
Rude.
True. But your firewall holds firm. So I think we'll just
Yes, I like
shoot
it.
at Carmine.
Oh no, did I already use up my Overwatch?
Yes, on the Sentinel.
Okay,
Way back when.
yeah. Look, Aphrodite's turn took a while, okay?
That's true. No reliable. Too much armor.
Nice.
That is the round.
Wait. Oh, wait. Yes.
Yes, it is the
I
round.
remember. No, I just forgot the end
Top
of
right,
first.
4 goons. Clearing them all too fast.
Suppose we're suffering from success.
Absolutely are.
See, if I was still exposed, that sniper would have shot me.
And?
That would have hurt my feelings.
I would have gotten Mimic Mesh.
True.
I mean, then your structure could have matched your stress.
Think of Sepulchre, damn it.
Talisman, do you want to go and start dealing with the Mirage?
Yeah, if you like, I can do that. Just trying to decide the best place to stand for this.
Soft cover.
Which source? I
Yeah.
mean, to be fair,
I know,
here
right?
is like anywhere in one of these.
Soft cover now stacks. Get
Yeah.
+6.
I guess I could walk to be able to walk like this.
Mhm.
Then I can attack the Mirage and maybe do something with the Bastion.
Yeah, if you crit it, you're hitting like.
I mean, with
3
execution,
things.
you
You're
just
hitting
kind of
2 guys.
swang.
Oh yeah, Mirage to Hornet. That's legal, right? This is
Mhm.
3, but
Yep,
it's also
yeah,
high.
checks out.
Is that
Yep,
okay?
yep, checks out.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go over there. Yeah, I'll take my turn.
Mirage's gonna react with Blip.
Ah, so you bring more people to get hit by
More friends.
Executioner.
Alright.
Great.
Or just miss
Yeah.
and then crit.
It's a party. It's a truck party.
think
It's
I
a
want to
dead
attack
man's
the
body.
assault first now. Because I get accuracy against the assault
You're impaired.
from Tactician.
Love
Oh yeah,
Tactician.
yeah.
But it does
So
cancel
it'll
out
do
your
just
impaired.
Alright, yeah, let's go with start with the barrage then. And yeah, we're going to attack the assault, so this will be neutral.
Starting with nanocarbon.
Yes, I want to start with carbon. Oof, okay, re-roll this against the Mirage, I think, right? No, or Hornet.
Bastion, you're probably most likely to hit
Yeah, that's
if you
okay,
want to get
though.
that backswing cut off on something.
Just chop
Yeah,
the Hornet
this
out of
is
the
also
sky
true.
if you hit it.
I'm gonna swing at the Hornet, I
Mhm.
think.
One
Missing
difficulty.
twice is bad, but
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll real good to actually hit it.
Oh, wait.
also a miss. It takes 3.
Mhm.
And then I'll do my second attack of the barrage, which will be the missile racks, right?
It's gonna be 2 difficulty against stuff,
It will be
depending on who you're attacking.
Impaired
3
soft cover engage 3.
Well, I said depending on what he's attacking. If he's
Oh.
going after
Oh,
the Bastion.
because the effect giving me soft cover, yes.
Yep.
I
Always
forgot
soft
about
cover.
that.
Everything's soft cover for Talisman.
Ah, right.
No, yeah, that's not great.
Didn't you bring
Alright.
another melee?
I'm going to.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
bring
know.
another-
I did bring another melee. I'm just going to use the chain axe instead. It's less. I was hoping to shoot at the barrage though, right? But yeah, I'll just use the chain axe instead on the assault.
One difficulty.
Also miss. Cool. Takes 1, I guess.
Oh, reliable.
Yeah. Not amazing. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna sit here. I can't really overcharge. They're gonna waste the tax or invades on me.
Sepulcher, the apocalypse
Apologies.
might be looking good if you want to if you want to take the big
Yeah.
stress shot.
The Mirage will go. We're going to slap you, Talisman, with the whole shebang again.
Okay. So I'm impaired again. And I'm at cap. Oh, now I go to 2.
Oh,
Yep, 2 heat, 3 stress. Overheating.
geez, that's the maximum it could roll.
And
Ouch.
then the Mirage is fine there, so we'll leave it there.
Okay. Sepulcher.
Oh, it also took
all
a,
these 4.
also took a damage from Hive.
Let's see.
And did it take the one from the Ushabti that I forgot to declare?
Uh,
I would have been on the Mirage because I hate Mirages.
no, it did not take the one undeclared shot.
The Ushabti is wacky enough that it like might fire on somebody else's turn.
You get to do you get to do 2 on your next turn. Okay, how's that sound?
Okay. Alright.
The partially unshackled Ushabti.
Who's up? Who's gonna deal with this cluster?
Sepulcher, do you want to use the big silly gun?
I could.
Or do you want to not
I
advance
mean,
your attack?
We're never gonna get a better shot, to be fair.
If you place it to burst what? 2 or 1?
Burst 2.
Blast 2.
So if you place it so that it can hit all of these fools, I will accept.
But it could also hit all of these fools.
Yeah, all of those fools over there.
Oh, yeah, that's also true. That's also a good one.
Wait, does this? Wait, could I even hit over there?
Yeah, for sure.
25, yeah.
I've
Well,
ranged 25 on it.
Because I'm size half.
Oh, is it not arcing? Haha.
It's not
'Cause
arcing.
The real one isn't arcing. It is not
Yeah,
arcing.
it's not arcing.
Unlucky.
I
Well,
I
It's all
could not
fucked
do
then.
that.
just like the real one.
Oh, hold on. What's your movement?
No, it's
3.
protocol to set up. It's a
3?
protocol to set up.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
it's a protocol.
Never
And I'm
mind.
immobilized.
To be fair, somebody else goes and grabs you.
Yeah.
So
just
back to
grab
plan A, right?
Just pick me up.
Come on.
I
You
could.
can do that.
Let's see here. I was kind of thinking of trying to hit something with a, what's it called? A lock-on and a hammer.
Mhm.
But what?
Might
the
put
Hornet
against the
is in
Bastion
range.
since it has 3 armor, and you get to ignore it when you lock on, right?
You are correct.
Your funny seeking hammer.
Yeah. I think I will go.
Or the assault, I guess, then it can't knock it down. I don't know.
Yeah, and you could also knock it back away from the truck.
The assault is just dead if it gets hit by a seeking irreducible hammer. It's just toast.
Let's see.
Has
I
soft
don't.
cover though. Oh no, it becomes seeking as
Well, it has
God.
seeking.
Yeah, never mind. You're right.
Yeah. The only thing is, I think I would have to engage with the Hornet.
Hornet
to do
is
that.
3 above the ground right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you'd just be
Okay.
under the Hornet.
I would just be under the Hornet. Got it. Okay. That sounds like a good plan. I will
Horn will shoot you on the way in with a Stinger pistol.
Yes.
That is just fine.
Haha, impaired.
About to say, you
actually
were
damage.
able to hit
Curses.
the assault from where you
1
were.
damage.
You have too much armor
Yeah,
to
but
care.
couldn't lock on.
No, but I need to lock up. Oops, that's the wrong.
You don't take damage. The Caliban has 2 armor. You're fine.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Nothing happens.
Let's see here. Yeah, I will. Where is lock on in these menus?
Oh, just say lock on. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Technically, it's a check actions up top. Number 7.
Oh, okay.
But since
Cool.
no roll is involved, it's fine. Just say lock on and then you can fire
Uh,
at neutral. Oh no, soft. No, seeking.
well, okay. So here's actually the question.
Mm-hmm.
Before I lock on, do you want me to do this to the assault or the mirage?
The assault.
Mirage is
Okay.
invisible still, even if you lock on.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
We've demonstrated that, just
You are
Mirage
right.
is invincible.
Yeah, I'll go for the assault then.
if you have reliable damage, attack the Mirage.
I in
oh no,
fact
these, yeah.
don't. Okay.
Impair difficulty, inbuilt difficulty, auto stab, lock on neutral.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Hive drone doesn't
Neutral.
give.
Let's see.
Well, I don't think it gives it cover.
No, it doesn't give cover. It's seeking anyway. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait, is that a? Oh, that's a 18.
It's an 18. Do you have brutal?
No.
12.
One iterate.
This means you get to move over to eat her with your pursue prey.
Let's go.
Nice.
No, the iteration before Antiquarian 3 had Spotter 2 and Brutal 1.
Oof, ouchie.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
My Mirage bones. Alright, Bastion, time to shine. 1 rotary grenade launcher. 1, 2, 4 people.
At the start of the turn, it also takes 2 damage. I think it has armor.
It
though.
has 3 armor.
Yeah.
Let's suss out the difficulty here. Talisman. 3.
Who wants interdiction point?
I don't think it's gonna be necessary.
You just miss all of us.
Sepulcher is soft cover engage 2 difficulty, I believe. Carmine, you're 3 difficulty.
Well, it is engaged, so that's 1 difficulty, then Carapace adaptation for 2 difficulty, so yeah, 3 difficulty.
And Aphrodite, you're 2 difficulty as well.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh no, I take 1
Nice.
damage.
A whole damage. Missing
Aha.
Talisman, Sepulcher, I don't know if you want to use it on yourself, the interdiction point, or
Nah,
just
it's fine.
take 2 damage, yeah.
I'll just take 2 damage.
And then we're ramming Talisman.
Where exactly is Talisman going to get rammed to?
Nowhere.
Just knocking me prone.
It's like
Rude.
it's like Blood Bowl rules. Just push everyone behind them.
Oh, right, I did forget that I was prone, so it would have had 1 act. It would have not had, well,
Doesn't
it
matter.
rolled 1s on all of
Doesn't
its
matter.
difficulties, though.
I should roll 3 once on the difficulty. Nice. Good one, Bastion. Really, you're right
Oh
here.
wow.
Really, we're right there. The trip ones. That leaves Aphrodite and Carmine.
Oh, I can fire a mortar shot at the reinforcements and take another shot at the Mirage that will inevitably miss.
Oh, go ahead.
So I think, yeah, we'll do that.
Oh, I just realized I should probably just save interdiction point for sniper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
1
Actually, yeah, that would
difficulty,
be appreciated.
3 times.
Yep. 1 difficulty.
Good damage though.
Well, it does bring up the question of which route we want to take the suitcase. Like, going that way is going to get us attacked a lot, but we could go around this way. It might take a little bit longer, but not by much.
Yeah.
Probably better to do it that way.
Problem is nobody can carry the damn briefcase right now because everybody's prone.
Problem for
And-
future us.
Haha, true.
And for my other attack, he said, thinking he specified a barrage.
Well, didn't you?
Pretty sure I did.
Yeah, because you said you're gonna mortar and then
Fire.
try and fire
We'll
at the
just shoot
Mirage.
the Mirage, right?
Also,
Yeah.
you do have 2 points of Ushopti, which
I
could
do.
probably take out the Hornet.
We're firing an actual shot here.
What?
This is not a drill.
Oh
One
man.
accuracy.
No.
Oh.
No, I just generate heat. That's over 5 on the Mirage. I don't know, yeah, the Ushopti will just chop
you-
down the Hornet.
If you do one to the Hornet, I think it'll die if it tries to move away. And then you can do the other one to the Mirage. Oh well, never mind.
It's not
I
gonna
don't-
move, it's gonna...
I don't know if I should ask now or later, but how does getting stunned work if someone's going into a reactor meltdown?
What do you mean?
What? What?
If someone's going into a reactor meltdown and then they get stunned,
Mhm.
does that change anything?
Not really.
Actually,
Out of the Hornet already. Overwatch too much.
I
Okay,
would
let's
like
go.
to. I don't want to go there because I don't want to make it that easy for the pyro. Gosh, I'm gonna head down here.
Pyro still wouldn't be fast enough. Oh no, barely would. Yeah.
I don't want the pyro to hit everyone and me.
Alright, Talisman, 4 PM.
Aye.
You're in soft cover. You're prone. One
And you're
difficulty?
exposed.
One difficulty question mark?
I think so.
Sounds about right.
Ray!
Dude, I take 12.
Mm-hmm.
Ending turn on the assault.
Ow.
Leaving Carmine.
Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to clear prone,
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess I am going to barrage,
Mm-hmm.
starting with the HMG against the Bastion.
Absolutely. Neutral. Hits.
11 kinetic damage against whatever
Barely not
defenses it
kill.
has.
Sure is
Oh.
a heavy machine gun.
Now I am tempted to unravel it, but I will unravel the Mirage.
Bold move. Invisible.
Yeah, but it's all about that reliable damage.
Ooh, it
or
sure
or is it? 8 HP, let's go.
The accursed.
Get unraveled, nerd.
Let's... Oh, and I should have moved the Hive drone, but oh well, that was a protocol. Can I still move the Hive drone?
Yeah,
I
go for it.
plan to do
It's
it,
fine.
but...
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, I am moving it over to... here. Get fucked, Hornet.
Alright, Hornet. Hornet hovers, so it doesn't have to move.
Hornet started its turn in the Hive drone, though.
No, 3 above.
Ah,
The Hive drone reaches to...
two spaces.
Yep, should be out. Maybe,
Need omnibus
perhaps.
plates.
Where's the omnibus plate? No impale systems. Very sad. Instead, we're going to... He won its pistol. The only target it can actually engage is Talisman. Because they're the only one with no armor. Alright.
Fine, I accept.
Wait, I thought talisman had armor. They're just exposed, not shredded.
No, I'm an Everest.
Everest.
Oh.
Prone, hardcover, accuracy, neutral shot. Take your 2 energy. Then we're invading Sepulcher. It's too heat.
Living on the edge.
Snow weapons, good job, mate.
Yeah, take your shot at me.
It's challenging work. Out of doors.
What's
1
happened?
accuracy. Sniper on Aphrodite.
Is that a ranged
Sepulcher,
attack?
Are you able to
Yes.
interdict?
Yeah, I
Yes,
will
we can
interdict.
that.
Contested ranged attack roll.
Good luck.
Crap.
What do I roll
Go to
for
systems.
that?
Go to systems.
Okay.
Click the
Okay, the wrong one. There we go. Systems.
click the funny.
Stasis bolt.
Interdiction
Interdiction
With
point.
point.
impaired, you can't actually.
It's at 1
interdict
difficulty
that.
because you're impaired. No, it's at 1 difficulty though.
Yeah, but I don't think you can.
No, you can never make this roll, but you declared it.
That's
so
a 7.
you are. Yeah. Don't forget about
Bio
your.
Christian.
Ah, yeah, gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's when targeted by a ranged attack, so
Is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have done it before the roll anyways, because I intended to do that.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. Yep. Cool. Sniper's unloaded. Is going to retreat behind some boxes. The cedar. What's the range on the graph grenade launcher? 8.
8.
8? I mean,
Might just barely be in range.
but we also want to invade somebody, no? We'll take it. Move to here. Invade Sepulcher. Hits for 2 heat.
Nice. And that's I forgot.
Basics, overheating.
Basics, overheating, first stress,
Exposed,
one.
and then give me the NHP Cascade.
17.
Because your railgun is copyright protected with an NHP. And then we're firing the graphic launcher at 4 targets.
Wait, 4 targets? Oh, it's hitting the bastion as well?
We could do 5 on the drone, but now we're doing 3. Alright. 3 targets. Will the structure talisman, who is still prone at 1 difficulty, Sepulcher 1 difficulty, Carmine 2 difficulty. No. Sepulcher, you
Nice.
get hit for 4 explosive damage.
So 2 explosive damage?
Yes. For knocking you
He's
back a
gonna keep
space
next
out of
wood
sheer
stuff.
spite. And the pyro will move to here. Will invade you, Sepulcher. Hits, 2 more heat.
Nice.
And then it's time to use the Firebreak Shield and show off my fancy new templates. Took years to align that to grid, by the way. And that ends the turn. And that is the round. Going into round 4.
Alright. Can I get the cargo out of there?
We're getting
If you
a
kill the
guy
bastion.
from the
Well,
bottom
I
right,
can
a
unravel
single
the
scout.
bastion pretty easily. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
You know what? Sure, why not?
I think you can do it. wanna
Because
run
even
down
if
that
I go,
sniper.
I can't walk away right now because I'm prone. So I would like to take the next turn though to remove exposed if at all possible.
Yeah, that would be a good
Oh.
idea.
Yeah. Talisman, if you want to get like up and unexposed and all of that first, that's fine.
No, you should get the thing out of here. I'll get unexposed after.
You're probably gonna get structured if you.
Yeah,
pass the turn.
you're gonna be losing structure, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I know. It just, I mean, can
What's
you
a
kill the
structure?
Bastion? You have to get the Bastion away. If you can get the Bastion away or do serious damage to it, then
Oh.
that'll.
I'm pretty confident I can deal with it with the HMG again.
The assault.
Yeah, the assault also
That's
does always
all
get you.
moves in. Alright, yeah. Well, alright, I'll go.
Oh no, a structure.
No,
Remember, Talisman, you're in an Everest.
Oh, right.
No, not
I
right.
don't have the.
No.
I don't have the traits. I don't have the traits.
That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
memeing.
Sorry, I keep seeing it as a Blackbeard.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah, that's
got a chain
fair.
axe.
All right, yeah, I'll go if that's okay. I'll try and get out of this situation.
Alright.
Okay. Start of my turn. I'm gonna do a couple things. I have a protocol,
Mhm.
so I'll accept 1 heat.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna put that protocol on line of sight. I guess I'll just put it on the assault. Yeah, because I can't see the pyro.
Yep, so get the shield against your soul, 2 difficulty.
Yeah, and I already upped my heat. Then I'm going to overcharge. It'll be my second overcharge.
Nice. Take another heat.
It didn't really matter. Then I'm going to stabilize, so clear all my heat.
Or you gotta take the overcharge action
Yeah.
immediately.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So I'm at 4. Fun. Let's attack the Hornet with a skirmish.
1
I will
difficulty
point
swing.
out that
Nanocarbon. What?
Yep.
What'd you say?
I was going to say you could attack this guy and do the backswing to just take out the
Doesn't
Hornet
matter.
with the.
They're both dead.
No, it's fine.
We're gonna miss the hornet, and then we're gonna decapitate the.
Difficulty 1 or something?
Yeah.
Is it 1 or 2?
1.
Impaired.
Miss.
Oh no!
Please. Backswing cut.
Anyway.
Against the Bastion, also 1 difficulty. That's a hit.
Hey!
10 kinetic, please.
Really just
shiny,
chop
shiny.
them up.
Then I will stand up and stabilize.
Difficulty
Removing
is an
heat
upside, by
and...
the way.
Sorry?
Difficulty is an upside, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Cool. No more exposed. All that nonsense is gone. Alright. End my turn.
Easy,
Oh, thank
nice. Friend Pyro.
And now we get pyroed.
Yeah, let's try that.
I was hoping I could see it, but oh well.
Nice.
Solid.
I do love good barbecue.
Was that the drone as well? I forget.
Yeah, it was hitting the drone.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Daily reminder that burn is not doubled against exposed targets. Talisman, 3 difficulty. Carmine, 3 difficulty. Sepulchre, 1 difficulty. Well, no, 2 difficulty, not 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only hardcover and softcover. 2, 2.
And I believe the
1.
hive drone also gets
Also benefits
cover.
for softcover, yep. Hitting Carmine.
Oy.
Nice.
for 3 burn. And then we're putting out the firebreak shield, this time in the squiggly line. Which doesn't
That is an
really-
obstruction.
No. It's just a weird energy shield that makes it invisible. Wait, how do I... Oh, yeah, like this. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Just to check, we can move through the
Yeah,
fire
yeah,
break
it
shield.
does, it does.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, another question. It says benefiting from the cover. Does that still apply for seeking?
No.
Okay.
So
That is the
Sepulchre
Pyrodon.
can just lock onto it and hammer it.
Yes.
Alright. We mind if I get the cargo truck out of there now
Go for it.
and set it up for Aphrodite to continue moving it?
Yes,
Mhm.
we need to score that touchdown.
Alright. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Well, first off, Hive Drone gets moved.
Hmm.
Then I am going to skirmish, I believe, against... Ooh, what should I be skirmishing against? I guess I'll skirmish against the Assault with the Unraveler.
Got hard cover behind the crate.
Well, that's still better than, like, going after the Cedar or something, yeah.
Probably.
Actually, no, Cedar would only have soft cover.
Cedar you can't see from there. Behind the size 2.
Ah. Alright, well, I guess the Assault it is. Alright, 2 difficulty. It takes 2 damage. I use that to Skirmisher. Right there. And then I'm going to make my movement to here. And I'm going to drop off the cargo right there.
Nice.
And let's see, I still have a quick action, yeah?
Mhm.
In that case, I'm going to throw a smoke charge over Talisman.
Yep.
So that they still benefit from soft cover. Because I am a good supportive ally like
I
that.
see you came equipped.
Also, I think you moved my Hive Drones thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
1 second.
Ah, yes, the overlaid templates return.
Yeah, but it looks a lot cleaner now, I think.
It does.
So
It
many
does
pretty
actually-
colors.
Oh, yeah.
With them overlapped like this, I really appreciate it, like the spaces.
Yeah, the moment I saw 2 of us had Carapace adaptation, I was like, okay, what gives me soft cover? Let's see. Skirmisher? Smoke charges? I can get 2 Hive Drones. Anyway, that will be my turn.
Alright, we'll just hard roll it then. Lock on to Talisman and shoot. 1 difficulty. Oh no. Lock on isn't
Wait,
even worth
who's
it anymore.
shooting at me?
Yeah, the assault. Lock on
That's
isn't
4.
even worth it anymore at this point, no? We'll just eat the 4 difficulty and structure anyway.
What?
Yeah.
Why would it still structure me?
Because we're hitting.
Not exposed anymore.
We're hitting. We're dealing 6. No?
Oh, I see. I see
I'm-
what you're saying.
Despite our best efforts.
You know what?
I mean,
Yeah, I can't complain. I
the prophecy foretold.
Just hit for it.
So, 2 overflow.
Yep.
There we go. And then second structure.
No custom?
No, I don't have. We talked.
First-
about
first
this. I
structure.
don't believe.
First
I don't
structure.
believe in it.
Alright, takes it off for you.
Oh yes.
Ah, you're fine.
Yeah.
1 invade into Sepulchre.
Let's go.
Sepulchre, when haven't you been hit by an
Let's
invade?
go.
And they're moving, and that is end of turn.
Can't triple impair me.
We can try. Go up to 5 feet, leaving Aphrodite and you.
Oh, right. I should be putting in.
If you'd
the
like to
burn.
go and deal with the pyro, I can do fun stuff.
The pyro's already acted, so it's not immediate.
Oh, I also need
No,
to
I
make
mean-
the engineering check against the
Ooh,
burn. I
that's
forgot
right.
to do that.
Sepulchre with the funny.
Basic
the
safe
funny lock
checks,
on
engineering.
and hammer.
Ooh. Will Carmine burn to death?
Probably.
'Cause
Especially if that pyro hits me again.
Not unlikely.
my intent is to skirmish and try and take out and try and hurt this cedar.
Question, what are the statuses that I currently have?
Left one, so structure, stress, the swirly struggles are impaired, and the crackly skin is exposed.
Got it.
Alright, Sepulchre, do you want to attack the pyro?
Yeah, I can do that.
Because Aphrodite is saying that you can go.
Let's see here. I will lock on to the pyro.
Absolutely.
And I will do the classic. That is
1 accuracy. Although you're impaired. Neutral. Neutral, smart,
Neutral, baby.
Neutral,
Let's go.
seeking hammer, irreducible, hits, kills.
come here.
Easy.
I really hope we're not getting a third wave of reinforcements, despite how well we're doing.
We got some reinforcements left.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll do. That's my turn.
Good turn.
Wait, is that cedar not in line of sight?
It is. It is on our side.
It is.
Alright.
But the cedar will now go and invade Sepulchre.
Yeah, you better.
We're afraid. Misses.
Let's go.
And then we're moving to here and putting down a mine.
Is it? It's putting down a mine from its position right now.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's its turn. Leaving Aphrodite.
Alright, I am now lacking in targets for my Andromeda.
Well, there's the scout over here that just showed up. Or I'm not sure when it showed up, but
Start of this round.
we could make it so that it never gets to take a turn.
It's within 12, so you know what? Let's take a shot at this boy.
Is this a skirmish?
It's a skirmish. I'm gonna skirmish or two up to the cargo and start walking it.
Nice.
Good plan.
Nice. Kill.
Nice.
And a nice toasty 6 heat, so I got my nuke cav running.
Nice.
Skirmish or two over here. I will just 1, 2, 3 move. What's your movement, Carmine? You can
5.
so you could boost up to here, pick it up, and keep running it.
Yep.
You gotta be wary of mines.
Well,
Yeah, well, the mine has to be within 3 of the cedar.
Or does
Ah, okay.
I thought it did.
Hmm.
it? No, it does. Unless.
I'd say, look, unless you did unless you've got a weird custom NPC thing that you took from a custom NPC and put it on the cedar.
It's the
Give it,
scanner.
like,
it launches
sunlight.
it launches mines 15 spaces.
I got nothing to do with my other actions, so I'm going to bolster Carmine. For that
Thank
first
you.
check.
Ooh,
Oh, very nice.
teamwork.
I'm using the power of friendship here. Friendship
The
and a
sniper
really big gun.
is giving up on trying to reload the gun. Instead, we're moving forward, locking on, invading Sepulcher.
Let's go.
Consuming the lock-on for accuracy. Give me that
Give
reactor.
me the juice. Yes.
Put that reactor in my hand.
Basics. We're hitting second stress.
Nice.
601.
All reactor core safeguards are now
We're on
non-functional.
engineering check.
Please prepare for
Okay.
reactor core meltdown.
You
Hold on,
are
gotta do that
still
first.
impaired. Two
Still
ones. You would cascade twice.
Fortunately, the battle doesn't end in 2 rounds, so you might want to like get a bolster on you and make that engineering save.
Wait, do I make that now?
Yes. You
Yes.
can make one right now, and on a failure,
Oh.
you exploded 2
Oh.
turns. On a success, you just explode.
Oh,
Okay.
but you could also choose.
What do
You
I
can choose to
have?
voluntarily fail this one to become exploding in 2 turns.
Let's
Which,
see. I have.
if it
Hey,
were
shout out to Superior Reactor.
true, but you're also impaired,
Right.
so it's neutral.
Yeah, it's neutral. Let's go.
Nice.
I think there's occasions where you might want to take the.
Yeah, but they were already exposed, so it's fine.
Yeah.
We're done. Oh, that is all the NPCs. That's all the players. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Going to round 5. Getting some new friends. We're getting a Bastion assault from the bottom right.
Oof.
And players will start.
I think we need to get the cargo moving.
All right,
I
Carmine,
agree.
if you would like to do the honors.
Alright. So, I'm going to move up to here. I am going to boost up to here.
Yes,
Drop it
you
other way
you
around.
boost up to there and then move up to there.
Yes, boost to move, yeah.
It's all good.
Alright, and then... This guy would be
Uh,
benefiting from the hardcover.
If you could put it right here, I'd be able to get it and move it.
Alright.
My special
So-
skirmisher technique.
I'm going to HMG the assault. Skirmish. HMG the assault.
That usually works. Hits, we're hunkering. Your HMG rolls this game, by the way. Absolutely
No.
nuts. Completely out of control.
And then I am skirmishing over to here.
Yep.
I am overcharging to put down another hive drone right here. And then I am making my engineering check against burn with 2 accuracy because of my
Correct.
bolster.
Correct. But will it help?
Yes, yes it will.
It does
Nice.
indeed.
And that is my turn.
Alright, Aphrodite. The Bastion comes running at full tilt.
Oh my god.
What?
Shoulder attacks you to the ground.
Wow.
Okay, well, so much for that plan. Carmine, you're gonna have to run it in yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, I also forgot to move the hive drone. Oh well.
That's fine.
Well, it's not
Unfortunately.
fine because I think the smoke grenade dissipates.
Oh yeah, the smoke grenade gone.
I mean, that is size 2, blocking line of
I mean,
sight.
I can get over there by move and boost.
Would
I can
stop
get over
here because you're getting inched.
Can I not fly over the?
Oh, sorry, if you go jump just, yeah, I'll do what I want. Not your boss.
I'm not sure how much that helps. Would you rather I go after the cedar and do something to it? I don't know. What do y'all think?
We kind of just. I think rushing to help move the cargo is probably the best bet.
Yeah.
Well, I think rushing to keep things from getting next to the cargo is the best bet.
Yeah, that's kind of what
Yeah.
I meant. If I go next to the cedar, I can stop it from getting over to the cargo. Or I can't get. I don't know how I can't get over to the salt. I don't think.
Did
I
you already
get
use your initiative trait?
Here, I do not
It's
have.
not the real Everest.
Oh, right, it's not the real Everest. Dang it,
Wrong
I
person
just get
with
designated
initiative.
as Blackbeard now.
Going
Yeah.
up here and taking out the assault would. Oh wait, you don't. Right, you're close.
Okay, I can get to here. I mean, I have missile racks. I can shoot at the assault. I can even throw rocks at it and have to make it walk long. Quicker,
Maybe
so.
it's worth to use hyperspec fuel injector here.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Running the meme to the ground. Let's go.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll
if you
go.
move here, you don't have the engagement penalty, and you can still barrage the bastion. Or,
True.
oh, well, that
Yeah.
wouldn't really matter because you're moving and boosting.
Well, I was wanting to grapple,
I
probably.
didn't have anyone in line of sight.
Oh,
for
right,
my
you have synthetic muscle
shot
netting.
Yeah.
last turn, so the fact that I forgot it doesn't matter.
Okay. I'll go. I'll move, and then I'll move 5. Oops. Why did I end up there?
Did you end up off the grid?
You were here.
All right. Anyway, I'm moving and boosting to this point here, but
Yep.
I'm just going to overcharge for the boost, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, third overcharge. Hoo-wee.
Hooey.
Oof. All right. And then from this point, you know, I actually want to grapple that thing, but that's fine. All right, we're gonna just barrage. We'll attack the bastion first, and then we'll shoot at the. Actually, we're gonna barrage the bastion, both melee attacks, starting with the chain axe.
Mm-hmm. Got those long, lanky Titanomachy arms.
Yes.
Difficulty 1.
Unfortunately. Miss. Take
No
2 of this.
damage. Plong.
And then nanocarbon. Nope. Cool.
Plong.
These
Sorry.
dice are really coming at us.
Can reroll against Aphrodite if you like.
I'll pass. That's okay.
Okay. Assault's gonna move 4 to here, next to you, Sepulcher.
Cool.
We're gonna stick a knife in your face
Cool.
at neutral. Missing you. A 3 difficulty heavy assault rifle.
Wow.
Missing you for 2 damage.
Which pings off the armor, yeah?
No, exposed.
Yeah,
Up
but
to
I-
4.
Oh,
exposed.
those, yeah.
Up to 4 down to 2. That is it for the assault.
My first HP damage.
Whew.
It only took 2 reactor stresses.
True. That assault used up all the good dice against Talisman. That's it for the assault. Leaving Aphrodite and you, Sepulcher.
What do you want to do, Aphrodite?
Probably stand up, skirmish the bastion, and see what happens after that.
Alright. I think if you move into the bastion, you could skirmish out of it.
Yeah, but it still eats the remainder of my movement, and I don't have
Yeah.
a standard.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Let's see.
So we're standing up.
Yeah, we're standing up. We're gonna risk that third stress.
We're overcharging? What?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh, we're
I'm
just
not-
shooting. Okay.
Not actually. I just know you like
Are you going after this guy? Oh, never mind.
No, I'm taking out the Bastion. He's in the way.
Melted. Headshot.
Oh my
Straight
God.
through.
It's a great day for people with 2d6 damage.
Alright, now how does this movement work with with difficult terrain? Am I just
Only one space, yep. Because you don't have
Alright,
enough
then.
movement to get back in there.
I'll boost. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3 is fine, and then yeah, just move out.
Yeah. And then I'll ping the assault with the Ushabji.
Yep.
Gotta move that gear up.
Not wrong. Oh god, everything has become so juicy now. Look at all these ripe reactors. Just need to reach up and pluck them. These
Man, imagine if the sniper had reloaded. Take an exposed shot at me.
Well, that's okay. Cedar will move forward here and then invade Talisman. I think that's correct. That's... Cedars have 2 in systems for some god-awful reason.
Well, I need to do something other than
Oh,
lay
but we
mine.
rolled the 2. Unlucky.
Oh.
Should've... Nah, should've not locked on her. Dropped the mine.
The mine's probably in the way of the cargo.
Mm-hmm. But we need to deal with the cedar first.
Assault is going to go to here. Invade Talisman again. Oh, sorry, Sepulchre has a turn. Oops. Sepulchre, your turn.
Ah, okay. Let's see here. How do I do this? Yeah, I think I'll just do the classic lock on to the assault, and then try and hit him.
This time it says 1 difficulty.
1 difficulty.
Stand up.
Sepulchre's in front.
Do it later.
Engaged, inbuilt, auto stab, lock on, impaired, miss.
Ah, it's then yeah, I'll stand up.
Were you prone? Who proned you?
Some AoE like 2 rounds ago.
No, that just knocked you away. You were never
Yeah,
prone.
that was knocked back.
What
You-
did prone me?
Nothing.
I don't know.
You're not prone.
It was Talisman and I who got knocked prone over here.
Oh, right. I didn't get hit by that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you're free to go. If you like. We'll get shot at, I guess, but...
Yeah. Actually, we'll do that.
Mhm.
I'll just get shot at.
Yeah.
And not there. Right here, actually.
We'll use the rifle 2 difficulty. Hits for
Nice.
10 damage. 12 down to 10.
Okay.
Assault moves to here. Invades Talisman.
You're afraid to make me super powerful.
Ah.
I go to there.
Oh, I forgot to.
Second loss stress.
Mm-hmm. And then, can we finally structure Carmine? It's less likely than you think.
At 2 difficulty.
Yep.
And I've got 2 armor.
Hey!
Oh, there it is.
Your reign of terror ends here.
You get to roll a 20.
I like how this looks like a bunch of interceptors and Carmine's just running ahead instead of scratching.
Oh, that Carmine is stumbling.
Oh no!
Ah,
Aphrodite's got them.
The fumble. Then we just have the Sniper left. Lock on invade against Aphrodite. Consuming.
Alright.
There you go. We made you super powerful again.
Well, in one way.
Going into round 6.
Third lost stress.
Ah, you're
Oh, yeah, no, I'm super
Fargo
powerful.
caught me flat.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Players will start.
All right. What's your speed, Aphrodite?
3. Here's what's gonna happen.
You're gonna
That
get.
stuff is gonna happen. But before that, I'm
Grapple
going
the
to...
theater and move away.
I think at this point Aphrodite can just kill everything that moves now.
Yeah.
Well, that is the other option.
Good old
I can either try and-
+3 bonus damage Andromeda on every shot.
There also is a mine somewhere.
Yeah,
True.
running the objective, maybe not my... Oh, but someone has to advance it. Talisman,
Well-
you're gonna have to advance the objective.
My plan was to throw my hive drone on where I thought the mine was to detonate it.
Haha, true. Yep, that will work. That will work.
But
Much-
alas, I am stunned.
Yeah, can't take
You know what?
bolts.
Gotta...
Oh, I
gotta-
could have braced.
True.
True.
Gotta start with what we can. Okay. We're gonna barrage. I gotta take things off the board here that'll actually impede our progress.
Mhm.
So first, the big shot with the Andromeda.
Mhm.
1 accuracy
Against the cedar.
on the Cedar, yes.
Absolutely.
Nice.
That'll
kills.
do a nice, healthy, all of his health.
Him a radiant power of bright lightning and death.
The second shot will be my soul on the assault. Does it have hard cover
yes.
from where
Has
it
hard
is?
cover from there. Yeah, I could move 1 space forward beforehand. It's fine.
I could. Okay. I do not set off a mine by moving 1 space forward.
Maybe. No, you're fine.
That's me clicking on myself.
Neutral shot.
Misses. Just my luck. Okay.
You
Well-
shopty?
Yeah, true.
That's the barrage done. Let's spend the rest of my movement. Alright, where's the mine? Did I step on it?
Nope.
Alright, well. The mine isn't here. It's probably right here.
Maybe. You want to
And
overcharge
we
to
shoved it
scan
on the
for it?
assault. No, I
Nah.
don't wanna, I don't want to self-destruct.
Okay.
Break me by depleting my health like a real GM.
That's what
try.
I'm saying.
We'll try.
That's my
All
turn.
of you have so much armor. You're so bulky.
Well, I'm exposed.
Yeah, we're barraging. Point
Means
blank.
I'm super powerful.
Hits for 8, down to 5.
Ow.
Do they have soft cover for my hive drone, or do they have to be completely in it?
They have soft
Partially,
cover
but
now.
that was a melee attack.
Well, for when they're barraging.
Yeah, heavy assault rifle is going to come in at 2 difficulty, which probably doesn't matter. Because the Mark II, so the Mark 1 has like 6 evasion, I think. Does it have 6?
Yeah.
Or did it have 8 for some good awful reason?
It has 6. The
It
E
has
defense
6.
is 8.
E defense is 8. That is it for the
damage.
assault.
First lost structure.
System.
Goodbye personalizations.
Immediately lose 2 HP.
I mean,
Did you already lose your HP?
Yeah, I just reduced my HP and nope, no cascade.
A close
Oh
one.
my.
A close one.
Okay,
When you edge your NHP's
Yeah.
cascade.
Slowly.
gently.
Yep.
This is how.
That is on HP is cascading.
I can scan for mine because it is probably here, but I can scan for mine. I can
If
then
it's not there, we're probably fine.
yeah. If it is not there, then I'll move 2. Then I boost to get in front of the truck, and then I can walk for my last 3. I can't do anything about the stun, unfortunately. Sound like a plan?
Yep.
Alright, I'll take my turn. I have to make a system check for the scan. Is that
Yep.
correct?
It's at 1 difficulty because you're impaired.
Still.
Do you want to move first? It will reveal all mines and sensors, but it's probably fine from there.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna go. Sorry, what the heck did I say? What am I looking for?
Systems
Mech
check.
action.
Basics. Basics.
Oh, basics? Oh,
Basic
yeah,
save.
okay,
Yeah, it's
there
just
it is.
you can also search, I guess. Search also rules of systems check.
Difficulty.
Oh,
No comment.
playing it
Uh,
hard. We're
bonus
points
playing
for
it
that.
hard mode.
Watch me step on a stun mine.
Oh,
I'm gonna move 2, then I'm gonna boost 5.
Mhm.
I can't pick up the truck from the top of this thing, can I?
No,
Yeah, I have to be adjacent. Alright, what happens?
you're fine.
Alright, cool. Then we're gonna take the last 3 steps.
I mean, I suppose you could have heroed it by overcharging to boost, and then...
That still wouldn't have gotten us. That would have just got us 2 additional spaces.
I don't know why you went from
Uh,
that one.
It would have gotten you, I believe, up to here, and you would have been able to slam dunk it into the end zone.
Sorry. Oh, I stepped on the mine then.
That
It's
is
fine.
sadly correct.
I'm not next to it.
Is it an
Oh, you weren't
explosive?
going through the spaces
Explosive,
that
yeah.
were known to be safe.
Listen, you will never find me deploying stun mines because the only inherent NPC stun mechanic that we're doing is, I think, the demo hammer.
I saw the thing there and I thought it was dangerous. I didn't really think about it.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh well.
Oh, and this is hitting Andromeda as well, isn't it?
No, it's the Hive drone and Talisman.
Ah,
It's not the space where I assumed the
ability,
mine was, so we're fine.
difficulty.
Hey, only
Hive
8
drone
damage.
is just dead.
No, you have drone commander, right? So it has 10 HP, so it takes
Oh, right.
4 down to 6.
Apologies.
Oh, I thought it was dealing 12.
Nah. That's tier 2. And then it deals 15 or some nonsense. That is Talisman's turn. The assault up top is going to lock onto you, Sepulcher, and shoot you.
cool.
I
At
think the
neutral,
math works for
consuming.
that.
For 12 damage, down to 10.
Let's see. I think I'm going to brace that.
Ooh.
Oh no, I have 4 structure. Whatever. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Plus you have anti-clear
Alright.
in 3, so who cares?
Oh, yeah. So that's 10 damage.
Yep, go to 16. Lose a structure. Basic, structure damage, first lost.
Structure slots. And
Can roll
then
D3. Or can spend repair points, which I don't know if you want to do.
that's 6.
6 impaired. 3 would have, of course, pushed it beyond, and
Yeah.
Go even further.
yeah. Can also use the go to talents and then anti-current 2 and then do this nonsense. And I needed 20
That's it.
for cascading.
Ah, yes. Do, 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 do.
Hey!
Let's go!
We're going!
Let's rock.
Alright, Sepulchre, do you want to go and shut down your mech?
Yeah, I mean...
If you roll thermodynamics as a lie, bad things might happen.
It's true.
Oh,
Oh, maybe you're unfamiliar with our... If you don't shut down your mech, we will roll on the cascading chart,
Ooh.
which has fun results.
No. Tries to generate maximum heat, fires the mini apocalypse
Oh,
rail.
fuck.
My favorite one... My favorite one is eject your pilot, to be honest. But yeah, if you go right now, you can shut down. That's fine. That's that.
Let's see. I mean, yeah, it's either I go and shut down or it's the stun turn, so...
This guy needs to end his turn to be on the turn order.
True.
Yeah, where is shutdown?
Oh, don't worry about it. That's the wrong button. This one. You lose exposed, you lose impaired. It's in mech action somewhere. Shut down. There you go.
There
You're
we go.
stunned.
Also lose heat.
Yep, also lose heat.
Nice. Power play.
Sniper will go. Let's stabilize to reload.
Oh,
Wrecking the sniper rifle in Talisman's direction with malicious intent. And then Carmen will go. Good turn, Carmen.
Right? Yep, good turn. Oh well, at least if this thing tries to catch up with Talisman, bad things are going to happen to it.
Well, NPCs will go first now.
And I'm guessing the sniper is going to go.
Yeah.
Walker, you can.
You are in soft cover. That means the shot is neutral, Talisman.
Yeah.
Suppose you could just roll.
Yes!
The upset!
Oh.
The upset of the century! It's hit for the sniper, and that ends the scene, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
gonna walk this into the
Yep.
thing if you don't mind.
Perfect.
Touchdown.
touchdown.
Do my drones just automatically regain their HP during the rest?
Yes, and you slurp
Cool.
them all back up.
I love being a heat sponge.
I gotta
I
say,
don't
that
think your reactor likes it though.
Hey,
that's
my
a bit of a
my
roll.
AI didn't like it either.
Oof, ouch, my reactor. Alright, time for some repairs. We're going left to right. And we'll start, of course, with you, Sepulchre. You unstun yourself. You know, you boot up the mech again after your apocalypse rail went berserk. And you have 7 repair points.
Yeah, so I actually am not sure how this works.
You can spend 2 to repair structure and stress, and I think that's all you lost. Yeah. So
Yeah,
6 points get you back up to 100%.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
We'll just do
Or
that.
yeah, sounds good.
We're doing it. You also regain your 5 overshield.
Sounds good.
And Aphrodite, you have 5 repair points.
All right. Well, we'll start with restoring 2 stress.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of need my reactor, and let's dump all that heat.
I need to be able to
Why?
destroy my reactor again.
And then
And-
regain HP.
I don't know. I think an ablative Persos might be better than.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Getting back first is probably better. That also gets you back 2 HP. The
Yeah.
pro strats. Carmine. Barely scratched.
It's gonna be 2 repair on to get my structure up, 1 repair to do the luxurious 2 HP.
Nice.
Also, I wonder if this is supposed to be a Doom reference.
I have no
A
idea.
robot named Hammond.
maybe. There we go. And talisman. You, of course, restore 1 structure per repair.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, of course. 6 repair points.
I'll get 1 reactor, 1 stress, and fill my HP, I think.
1 structure, 1 reactor, and then fill HP.
Yes.
And then you
Because
have
otherwise I'm sitting at half.
2 left.
4, 5. I should have 1 after that, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, I'm actually believing in the meme right now.
Sorry. Yes, I love it.
But is there
So
any
you're
number
at
in it?
3 and 3?
Everyone.
Or 3
No,
and 2?
I should be on 4 and 3, right?
Oh yeah,
Is I
4 and
not?
3.
Did I just?
Yep.
4 and 3.
There we go.
Okay.
Clear all heat. And let's take a break till 40. I'm gonna roll up the boss for scene 2, and then we can face it in Mortal Kombat.
Okay, you said until what
8:40?
time? Until?
40, that's 22 minutes, because I'm gonna need a little bit longer for tokens and rolling and stuff.
Yep, just check. Alright.
Alright.
See you soon.
See you then. Alright, Twitch chat. It is time for everybody's favorite activity. Spinning some wheels! I know what you want. Yeah, animals. And I want it too. This is the section of the show where we roll a random ultra for scene 2. And the players will have to face a random ultra. You can spend your channel points to force respins, either to make the ultra better or worse, up to you. And we will start with its class. Alright. A sturdy platform, if a bit slow. If this guy is melee, we might be in trouble. We randomize the size. Size 1. It gains 2 weapons. Oh, why is this with sound? Stop. It's actually a really good melee weapon. But it's a demolisher. Oh no. Claws, okay. Repeater cannon. Oh no. That is the one from the... Can you hear that, by the way? Oh yeah. Oh, that's horrifically loud. 1 second. I have to mute all of these now. Repeater cannon doesn't make the kit any better. It makes it worse. Ooh, not holding my breath for this one. There we go. All muted. We're getting it 2 traits. Supreme maintenance. Oh no, that's actually amazing! Repeater cannon is a loading weapon. Whew, alright. I dig it. Self-repair. Alright. And then lastly, we'll give it 2 systems. A wolf-hound missile, alright. Haven't got one of those prepped, but sure. And a blind. got there in the end somehow. Let's do it. Where do I get a wolf on missile at this? Blind is from the witch, the tech attack that blinds you. Where do I get a wolf on missile this time of the day? Is the real question. Mainly a token, actually. Week 8 might have one. Yes. But it's ugly. Archive. Oh god, I'm never gonna find one. I'm gonna have to make one. Alright, we'll just make one real quick. Metal Slug Missile is the best sprite for this. I know this because I've made some in the past. So we got a Demolisher with claws, a repeater cannon that can reload it for free, so that's actually good. Wolf on missile, bit weird. Weird flex, but okay. That's that. And then we'll always go to the shop and we'll get ourselves a sprite that I think is appropriate. And I'll try to not forget to shout out the artist this time. Let's see. We need a big guy with a missile. But also claws and a repeater cannon. It's a tall order, but I think The Last Hurrah by C.L. Nielsen is going to be our pick here. That looks good enough to me. Oh, and then we need a name. You guys can give me a name for the boss. Pick something good. Demolisher base, Lamau. Alright. A, B, C, D. Demolisher. Let me just copy over the abilities. Claws. I think the repeater cannon was still terrible though, if I remember right. So funny that we got Supreme Maintenance though. Self repairs also. I don't know if it's enough. It probably won't be. Wolf on missile is Le Funny. And blind is just completely out of left field. The Gabagool. I like it. Alright, now we need to look up a couple things. I forget the stats of wolfhounds. And I forget how terrible the repeater cannon is. It's cone 5. Ordnance! Explosive 3 damage. Ooh, it hurts. I don't know, guys. I'm not holding my breath for this guy. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot riding on this guy, but... oof. I think we can do it. Should have ready-made wolfhounds and hound missiles, to be honest. I forgot they existed. I made latch drones and stuff. I forgot hounds and wolfhounds were a thing. 10, 10, 10. Cool. Dun, dun, dun. 10. Done. Repeater's ordnance. Yeah, I don't know why. Repeater is already not a great weapon. Especially on the bombard. Alright, in scene 2, our lancers will face the Gabagool. Supported by... I don't know. Oh, we have Mirages on the roster. It's okay. It's okay that he's speed 2. We're fine. We're good. We're all right. Oh, did I? Ugh. There we go. Cool. I'll be right back. Alright, another 6 minutes. And that's that. What's the difference between a wolfhound and a hound missile? Does anyone know? Except that the hound missile doesn't explode. No, it's the same. Same drone. Difference between what and a wolfhound? A hound missile and a wolfhound missile. The hound missile is on the Rainmaker and the wolfhound missile is an ultra feature. I think they're identical, but I'm not sure. Maybe the wolfhound does a little bit more damage. the League of Legends show good? I hear it's good. My friend really likes about you also play League of Legends. Oh. Ah, pour one out. Pour one out for that friend. Poor guy. We have to protect our little Mirage boy here. Otherwise the Gabagool will never arrive. Ever. Self-repair meme. What an ultra. Could have made a better ultra myself.
Vanguard to
Hello.
trigger my overwatches when they
Yep.
enter. So yeah, I still need it for that.
It is time.
Oh yeah.
Yes. We have rolled an
Has
amazing boss
begun.
fight.
Oh dear.
Oh, you'd
Question
love to
mark?
hear it.
Question.
Mmm, CZ.
Oh, this is a tiny map.
Yes, it's a boss arena map. 6 rounds. At the end of round 6, I need less NPCs than PCs on the control zone.
I like the soft cover. I think I'm going to be in that soft cover for a bit.
Got a scout, an assault. I got a mirage and a sentinel. And they
Mirages.
are, of course, led by their elite leader, piloting the most advanced mech you've ever seen. It is the Gabagool,
Oh my god.
who is an ultra demolisher, but that tells you literally nothing because we rolled everything randomly.
Small demolisher. Well,
Guess
with
we're
the
actually
amount-
going to have to
amount of-
scan.
with the amount of reinforcements he has, that's maybe an indicator of how the spinners treated him.
I mean,
True.
speak for yourself on scanning, cause 3
I have 5
sensors.
sensors.
Yeah,
I have
5
12
sensors.
range on my Andromeda.
Spinners were not kind,
5
no.
sensors.
Talisman, yeah, you might not want to orbital drop in on this one.
Yeah,
True.
not a whole
What
lot.
are the odds that the demolisher actually has a demo hammer?
Pretty low.
The Gabagool counts for 4 NPCs for the purposes of the control zone, so figure it out. 6 rounds. Who would like to go first?
Good music.
Sorry, I know I just got in, but I'm gonna put 2 things of software.
Oh yeah,
I guess the beginning of each.
you and your
Might want to just put them in the control zone, yeah.
Put 1 here, and is that too close? 1, 2, 3. That's too close. I like the higher one better. The lower one, I guess, move it over 1. So that should be close. That should be good. Okay,
Cool.
Thank you.
I do love how much soft cover we're putting out.
Yeah.
When people double down on a trait.
Yes. I don't think I have really good anything to do. So, someone else want to go first, or
Faster I get out my hive drones, the better.
are you starting on this side? Are starting positions decided already? You've got a good line on the left if you want.
I'm trying to stay in line of sight for my core power so I can prevent damage.
Okay. I guess
Sepulchre could
I
get a
guess I
good
can go.
Line of Sepulchre could get a good line of sight for the baby apocalypse.
Yeah, if no one else has a thing, I can just run in here and then prepare stuff.
I can always toss you a hive drone to grapple with you.
This is true.
Although I suppose you could get into position and then I could just drop a hive drone on top of you.
That also works. But for now, I'm going. Yeah. Do you mind if I go?
Go for it.
Okay. Type 3 is line of sight. Yeah.
Yes.
Ugh. I guess I'll draw this way because I can't see there, and they're not going to shoot me. So I'll do it on this side. Take one heat. And then I will move forward.
Save the line. Seen two Everest pilot.
For sure. I activate
expose
my
my powers.
scouring sword.
I exposed
no,
my power
but-
cells.
Let's do that. Cool. And then I don't have. I think Total Strength Suite requires a target, so I don't think I can just create.
You can rip up the ground, I'm pretty sure.
Oh lord, he's coming.
But it's a 5 base
Oh,
range.
yeah.
I guess I'll bolster Carmine with my other quick action. That's fine.
The Mirage will go. Going to glitch
Wait.
scanner.
Is it the? Oh yeah, sorry. I understand. Yeah, I understand.
We blipped him up, yeah.
Wait.
We blipped him
I
up.
thought Blip it had to use an ability first to use that.
No.
Ah.
Common misconception because the rules are written like shit, but blip is only if the glitch scanner system is destroyed, you can no longer use blip.
Huh.
I
Okay,
clarified it. I clarified it in my macros down there. While this system is not destroyed, the Mirage also gains the blip reaction instead of. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a weird one. But we're doing this. We are getting the scout up, or the assault up. Got the assault up, I think. And the gabagool up. Oh lord, he coming.
Oh lord.
He coming.
He comes to his death.
I don't know what he's doing, but I don't like it.
He's gaining speed. He's charging his power.
I mean, he's being blipped, so it's not that he's gaining speed. He was just always right there.
It's true. I was hiding among the
Yes.
crates.
I
Only
don't
just
suppose,
now being.
Ralph told us what the thing has, or no? I didn't
No.
probably not.
We don't know
We need
anything.
to scan it.
It's a demolisher base, but that tells you nothing.
Yeah.
So, who wants to go?
I could just try and unload into it.
Yeah, it depends. Do you want to do that, or do you want me to set up my prophetic interjection?
I think setting up prophetic interjection might be the preferred play here.
I
Okay.
could also set it up so that it really can't get past me with the reactive mode plus the shotgun plus a vanguard.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Where if it tries to move past me, it gets shotgunned and mobilized, and then if it takes another turn, I get to shotgun it again.
That could work, yeah. What do we want to do?
Oh, I think just getting some damage on it would be nice. But that depends on how safe you want to be.
Ah, I don't need safety.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Heard it here first.
All right, I'm not leading. I'm not opening with the Asura because I wanna. I'm greedy. I want to stress when I hit the Asura and overcharge. So, for now, I'm just going to barrage targeting. Oh, he's within 8. Yep, gonna barrage with. It's gonna be from here. Well, barrage with both shots. Oh wait, I can move before I barrage. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to barrage the Gabagool
Don't forget core power.
and put up my core power. I activate my Unshackled Ushabti super gun.
That's a good trick.
Alright, Andromeda first.
Crit.
It is massively effective.
14 damage. Down to 12.
And the soul pattern. Okay, you are adding the burn. Does another 3
2
damage. 3 damage total. And 3 taps from the Ushabti. And that will be my turn.
Hmm.
See, we've nearly torn a structure off him. He can't be that bad.
We get that right
Nice.
back.
That clear off the burn as well because that's a condition?
Nope.
Oh no, never mind.
Okay. Well, shoot.
Does this help? No. Alas. We tried.
Oh
We
wow.
tried, gamers. We tried. We're
See,
main...
without scanning, we've already revealed one of his abilities that we could have done nothing to really stop. Well, sort of.
We just keep him near full HP and just fully structure him each time.
It's okay. It's a once per
Meaningful
scene thing. I thought I might as well do it now because I don't think I get more value out of it any time soon.
Yeah.
That's the Gabagool's turn. Full action to repair.
Alright.
No movement. Although
No.
that would get him overwatched. Never mind.
We're in a really good spot right now.
Oh dear.
Good. Got Talisman right where we want them.
Sepulchre, you want to go?
Sure thing. Let's see here.
I've been yelled at for pronouncing that wrong. I think it's like Sepulchre.
Oh,
I don't know.
I mean, I don't care, so I think you're fine. Let's see here. I'm going to activate my core power. Static projection. And let's see here. Actually, I'll just do. I'll charge the stasis bolt. And move up
Who's
here.
got Fair Flash?
Nobody.
Oh.
I do have LOS on. And then I'll see here. I will bolster Aphrodite.
Nice.
Sounds good.
And my turn.
one cloaking field coming right up.
Nope.
Alright, we want that gone. Before
Leaving
I load up
Carmine.
the Gabagool.
Alright, well, I activate core power. Then I move up to here. And let's see. I can't ram this guy away because the only way I'd get to him would basically be skirmishing and then ramming, move him over there. I could boost and try and ram them back, but I don't think that'd be good. I think I am going to... let's see. I'll stay where I am. I will deploy a hive drone right here.
You do it one in front of you instead? Or
Okay.
you want
Oh,
it
yeah, to get them
no,
in it.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I was trying to cover more people.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Because they won't be in it regardless.
Yeah.
That
Alright,
works.
and then I am going to skirmish against the scout with my Unraveler. So it takes 2 damage. And that will be the end of my turn.
Boost shot at Talisman.
Gonna be 3 difficulty?
Nah, just 2.
Oh, just 2, right.
And the assault.
Wow.
Alright, here comes the short cycle.
I wish. How I wish.
You have the soft cover.
Congratulations.
You will. Let's see. I'm gonna activate.
Oh, a 14.
Are you trying to warp me around?
No, I'm giving you the warp.
Alright.
Oh, the warp.
Uh,
Not the.
what is it? No, not the
Interdiction?
interdiction.
Frame features, core power.
No,
and then-
interdiction is before the.
Okay.
Yeah.
I usually allow it after the attack has been rolled because I'm pretty fast
You
with
go
these attacks.
fast.
Yeah.
Have to do.
Ah, well, I get to move by 6.
Yeah, just go where you want.
I think spreading out might be the play here.
You can, yeah, you can get here and benefit from cover.
I don't want to be engaged to the scout for what I'm about to do. Oh, wait. Actually, I got Lockbreaker. Doesn't matter. And also, I'm relying on the scout being dead.
I think
yeah,
that
I'll be
falls
here.
to Talisman to reliable damage them down.
Yeah, I can go for it.
Gabagool
You know,
gets
when it-
second turn. We're going to blind Carmine. You know, like a witch. Oh, misses anyway. That's sad. That's just sad. With accuracy, by the way.
Oh, Oh wait, no, my E-defense is actually decent. I forgot.
Yeah. 4 recharge. We're then going to fire the missiles.
The missiles.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wolf. Oh!
I like these guys.
We're just going to designate Talisman as our Wolfhound recipient.
That's the
6 up recharge.
At least it's not in the invisibility field.
And then we step into here.
I take a swing, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Invis. Hits.
And no accuracy or difficulty.
Hits.
Eee.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Deals 9.
No.
Well,
I
that was the
hit the
crit.
crit first.
Oh,
by accident.
deals 4 damage. There we go.
Okay.
Going to round
And
2.
do I get my thing?
Nope. Can't do free actions off turn.
Okay.
Talisman, you want to go and deal with like the Wolfhound and then maybe get some reliable damage on the Scout?
Yeah, I'll try that. As a protocol, I'm going to put my shield on the Sentinel, I think. Okay, and then I'm going to walk in. 1, 2, 3.
Keep in mind to stay in here for the soft cover if you need it.
Eh,
At this point, you were on kill protocols.
yeah, kind of. I want to be adjacent to them.
It's fine if you
Alright.
overheat.
Yeah, it is. I'm not going to intentionally do so right now, though,
That's fair.
because that would be bad for both you and Carmine, and I want the overcharge for later. So we're just going to barrage.
Mhm.
I'm going to target the Scout. It's engaged with an ally, so I get 1 accuracy. I think there's something else here I'm forgetting.
Nope.
Oh, no, there's.
Invisible.
Yes.
Hits.
In we go.
Ugh, I didn't roll the accuracy. I get accuracy.
It's a hit then.
Yeah, cool. It takes 9 damage.
Stop.
And we're going to do 3, and we're gonna throw that at the Wolfhound, I think.
You didn't miss.
That's the wrong one. Hold on a second.
Maximum cup.
Oh, the backswing count. Yep.
Yeah, this.
Wolf found me. Hits, deals 5.
Ooh, minimum.
Uh,
That's not great. That's not great.
Oh,
Ow.
3 hit.
And then we're going to go with my rockets. I'm just going to throw the rockets at it, I guess.
Mhm.
Wait, if it explodes on me, the enemy can still take damage from it, right?
Yep.
It's really bad.
You know, the Gabagool will.
Yeah.
put out another one.
I think what I'm going to. It
6
has
up
to
recharge.
refresh, though. Yeah.
6 up
I
recharge.
think it only took 3 damage. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna throw the chain axe at the Gabagool.
Neutral. Two damage.
Cool. And then that's it for my turn.
Alright. I think Carmine will just have to miss here.
Hmm?
Yep. Gabagool goes Wolfhound. Flies 3 space towards the target. So it goes to here, gets Overwatch for you, Carmine. If you hit it, it can't reach.
All right. There we go. Deck sweeper against the Wolfhound.
Nice. Explodes here in the burst one. So
It doesn't
Ah.
share much space.
no, it doesn't share space. It bonks in. It tries to bonk into you and then detonates from there. We could have played it safe to not take the Overwatch, to put it here and then bonk into you, but that hits the Gabagool, so we're just going here. One
fair.
agility save.
Okay, agility save at neutral.
7, take
course.
14. Recharging abilities on the Gabagool. We're recharging blind, but not the Wolfhound. We are going to...
Does it have any melee weapons?
Yeah, we're going to skirmish with claws.
Oh.
Wow.
Casually,
those
the
are
be-
actually pretty good.
casually best melee weapon in the game. 11 damage for you, Talisman.
Rude.
Wow.
Ripping you apart.
Yeah, that's not great. Okay.
And then we'll try to blind you after that, I think.
That's fair and reasonable. Yeah, I'm blind. I only have line of sight to adjacent spaces. But you know what?
Talisman, meanwhile, is fine. And that is the Gabagool's first turn.
I can hug the Gabagool.
Yeah, probably. It's got like evasion 7.
I'm just gonna walk right on up. Oh wait,
Guys wanna
sorry.
know what its
before that,
other weapon is, by the way? It's got 2 weapons. Oh no, the repeater cannon. It even rolled into synergy with Supreme Maintenance here. It's like real impressive.
Wow.
but it's
It's
it
still
does
a
3
yeah, it's so
explosive
bad. Ordnance, by the
polar
way.
armor.
Ordnance, by the way.
Yes, the weapon designed to knock people away is ordnance.
Really good.
I mean,
but
it is
before
supposed
all
to be on
that-
bombard.
I'm going to turn on the Asura.
Nice. Is it go time?
And it is go time. I am overcharging. Let's see if I can stress myself.
I believe in you. It's your third one, I believe.
Mhm.
It is my third one. I
I-
saved them specifically.
You might want to.
Yes!
I was going to say you might want to move so you can take the overcharge
Oh,
action.
true. Yeah, you have to do it
because you're
afterward. Yeah,
blinded.
Yeah,
Be able to actually like shoot it point
yeah.
blank.
Got to do it immediately, Aphrodite.
Right. Thank you.
It's so good.
Now I overheat. Second
Yep.
loss stress.
Yes!
Yay!
We're doing it!
Yay! All right. Super Mega Barrage
God, this
2.0.
guy is so fucking dead. Shall we start with 3 damage?
Yeah, 3 damage. He's getting the you shop D no matter what.
Absolutely.
All the Andromeda shots are at neutral.
Oh no.
The first one coming in.
Ooh.
13
extra 3 from being
damage.
exposed. Then I'm going to use my
As a
regular
structure.
skirmish. In fact, I'm going to skirmish or 2 into here. Benefit from fully from soft cover.
Mhm.
Sending
Yep.
another one this way.
Oh, almost.
7, 10, 8 damage.
And I'm going to initiative skirmish it.
Yep.
Ooh.
16 damage.
Okay. I'm at my heat cap. Oh yeah, one of those had the nuclear cavalier
Nice. Respectable. Give me another d6.
that
Or
happened.
that in there somewhere.
And then finally,
Patrick?
I'm stressing a second time. I don't give
do
a
it.
fucks. One more Andromeda on the barrage.
I don't understand why the Tokugawa doesn't have a heavy mount. It seems balanced. It's 14 damage.
And do I stress now or after I fire the second weapon?
After the attack is resolved, you take stress.
Okay. This might cascade me, or change what
Let's
I have to do
go.
next turn. Fucking basics.
Should I roll the structure checks now, or we're just
They're lost
burning them
in
down
that.
entirely and not care?
I'm
Oh,
I'm
Uh-oh.
not even gonna bother with the
Are now
engineering check.
non-functional. Please
There is no
prepare
engineering
for
check, you just
reactor core
die next turn.
Oh, right.
It's your turn lost, yeah.
Dang, couldn't go
We
out.
die like men.
Couldn't go out with a bigger bang.
In this game,
Yep.
we use the whole mech.
Yep. Then
Grapple it. Grapple it.
ah,
Nah, one more shot just, structures now. Likely.
yeah. The little itty bitty soul shot. That's still
You know the 8 damage soul laser.
yeah.
Just a little one.
I just melt. 13 burn.
13 burn, rip 3 structure of a demolisher. Who cares?
This gun mech is going completely critical.
Alright, let's see what happens. Impaired. I don't know, we lose a system, we lose the Wolfhound for now.
I think it's gonna get another use.
And we're destroyed.
See you later, kid.
Taking no
Alright.
prisoners today.
I'm taking
And
you
that
with me.
happened on the final shot, so there's no way I could have worked
No.
in skirmisher moves
Yeah,
to
that was the last one.
hug something else.
Well, it's at the end of your next turn that you blow up.
Respectable
course.
turn. Respectable turn.
Yep.
I guess that's your turn. You're no longer blind.
I am no longer blind, yes.
But where did my
You do
ultra
get
go?
off. You shot these shots before
No,
you blow up.
those were in there. Yeah. And for that, he has another entire turn where they can overcharge and stuff. Generally not care.
Oh, hello.
Hey. One heavy assault rifle for Sepulcher.
Just gonna interdiction.
19.
Really reachable this time.
Well,
Is this prediction? Just
Nope.
neutral?
neutral this time, yeah.
7. Is that?
Then we move around this crate and we'll call that a day.
So that's 4 damage.
4 damage, yeah. Into the overshield.
I'm guessing we're about gonna be hitting a butt ton of reinforcements.
Oh, don't you worry.
I wish. Sadly, this is all I've got.
Oh,
really?
they can't even win at They can't even win at this point.
That was the ultra.
Oh.
Everybody gets
Well,
one
they-
ultra.
Have
They
yeah, no,
literally
there's 3
can't
of
win
them and there's
unless
3
they
of us.
kill you.
I mean, if the
Yeah, there's
bloodlust runs
gonna-
high, we can just throw some NPCs in. I don't mind.
I mean-
But-
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as we're guaranteed the win, because we technically already won at this point, I'd be fine with just gutting down waves of NPCs until we hit the end time.
we used up the entire ultra. Well, that is the assault turn, leaving Carmine and Sepulcher.
Sepulcher, do you want to go get revenge?
I certainly could. Actually, could I? I don't have. There's.
I mean, you could move up, lock on, and fire off the hammer.
Do I have LOS? That's not.
Yeah,
I can't.
You can
Well,
see.
then
No, you
actually-
can see the size 1 over the size 1. That's fine.
Size 1/2.
That doesn't matter because
Yeah,
the
but it's
assault is size
Size
1.
1 behind size 1 cover.
Oh, okay. I'm still in ice. Oh, I could go there. Okay.
3 sensors. The classic.
I could. You mind if I go then?
No problem. I am perfectly happy in my nice
Alright.
little hive-grown home.
Let's lock on then.
Give him the business.
Give him the business.
1 accuracy. Irreducible damage.
Ignore his cover.
Ignore his cover.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Oh
Come on.
man.
Max damage killed. Oh.
He's prone from Stormbringer 1 though,
And knocked back.
and knockback.
If you want.
And you get to pursue.
Pursuing.
I need to be directed towards, sadly, so you bonk into the crate.
Oh. Bonk.
Is the meltdown?
Now I have cover.
Just straight. Look at me. I have the cover now.
Alright. And turn.
Sentinel here. Locking into Carmine. Shooting. 1 difficulty shot.
Alright. Still got 1 difficulty.
Ooh, can't be done. Leaving
Get
you,
wrecked.
Carmine.
Alright, so protocol. Get you up there. And then I'm going to move over to here. And I am going to barrage with the heavy machine gun first.
It's 8. What? A roll below 10? Ridiculous.
Ugh, how horrifying. And then I guess I'm just going to go with the Unraveler.
Worst weapon in the game.
Actually, nah, either I kill it or I don't.
True.
Not too much of a difference.
We need the 10. Ooh, we
Oh,
miss.
well. Okay, good thing I went with the Unraveler. And let's see, do I want to do silly things? Yeah, we've basically won at this point. I'm gonna do silly things and overcharge.
Mhm.
Because gotta use the entire mech. Is this my 3rd overcharge?
Second one. Oh my god.
Oh. Wow, I really have not been using my entire mech.
Nope.
Alright, and then I'm gonna skirmish with the HMG again.
The average pilot only uses 10% of their mech. Imagine what you could achieve if you used 100%.
Yep. And then I'm going to skirmish her back.
Absolutely.
Actually, no, I'm not going to skirmish her back, because I want it to be within my Overwatch range.
Super fair.
I guess since I've got 2 points of
Oh
movement
yeah, there's a barrage up there.
Yeah, it's just vibing. Mrs. Carmine. Ugh.
I am immortal to tech actions.
Can't be done. It's okay, the warp sensors will get you. Or not.
Nope.
Also an accuracy, by the way. That is the round. By popular demand, we scrounged up some reinforcements.
Nice.
So we go into round 3. Players will go first.
So would I be able to catch the Hornet and the Cedar in this?
No,
Yes.
get the Mirage. Get the Mirage, because then its invisibility doesn't help because it has to make
True.
a save.
You're right. Okay, I know how I can do this.
Oh yeah, you sure are gonna blow up.
Oh, and you can just boost as you can overcharge as you want because it doesn't matter.
My main
Yeah,
goal is
so-
to blow up. Then act like I don't know nobody.
Just make sure. 1-2 from skirmish. 1-2 from.
Yeah, if you
No, I gotta move, boost, skirmish,
move, boost,
and-
skirmish, overcharge, eject, you can make it there.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, who am I going to skirmish? Probably the Cedar. Actually, for the sake of getting off Nuke Cav, I will overcharge skirmish the Cedar first.
Mhm.
This is my 4th overcharge. I'm just going to say I have this much heat.
Well,
No,
It's
actually
only-
relevant
nuke
because
out.
you
It does matter.
actually relevant
doesn't matter
because you
because you
might,
might go
lose your
over.
last stress and then cascade.
Important.
Mm-hmm.
Important.
Will I be able to eject if I cascade?
No.
Will I be
Ooh.
able to pilot dismount?
Good question, maybe.
Get it to cascade. It rolls eject pilot.
I don't think you technically can, but that's like I can let you do that. But yeah, no, I guess it's fine.
That would be hilarious. The only time the eject pilot is ever useful.
I think-
it
I think-
ejects.
Well,
me.
eject pilot famously is a mech action that never even mentions the pilot. So mech actions are off limits, and I think
Yeah,
dismount
no,
is
it only-
technically
it can only-
technically also a mech action, but I'm gonna allow dismount if you like. So you
Alright.
don't die in your cascading. You're not gonna cascade anyway. Why are you talking about this? Who cares?
Yeah. No.
It's a 5% chance. It's not gonna happen.
Fine.
See, I'm not even losing my last stress.
You
Nice.
are as soon as you shoot the funny. I don't wanna know.
If I want to use the Andromeda, yeah. And I do, so I will.
It's gotta be soft cover shooting through the cloud. Control.
Then it's actually a regular
Yeah,
hit.
regular hit. 5, 8, 11, 9 damage, 3 burn.
I have to scroll so far to get back to the... Click so much stuff there. That's my cascade roll.
And you overheat, so
Then
it doesn't matter anymore.
2, 3, move, 1, 2, 3, boost, and I eject myself. That's 6 spaces I get to fly.
Mhm.
Yes.
Cool. I'll just be... I don't know,
Hide
snipe.
on the crates.
Yeah, hide on the crates.
And then the fun starts.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core
Basics.
meltdown.
Reactor meltdown. Ooh, low
Ooh.
damage.
Low damage? I guess 3 low.
That would still be horny
Yeah.
for sure. Maybe not.
Reactor meltdowns should have overkill.
Oh man.
We even get to use the new crater templates, which are amazing. Agility save for the sniper.
Yeah, they don't have the
Make
little
it
nipple in the
die.
center.
Okay, I'm not getting sniped.
Hornet fucking dies.
Wow.
Oh god!
Triple kill.
Why did we even bother with the
Struck
reinforcements?
Specifically to
We
know
wanted
that-
blood. The viewers want blood.
Aphrodite woke up today and shows violence.
Violence isn't the
Amazing.
question. It's an answer, and no. Violence isn't the answer. It's a question, and the answer is yes.
Alright, I think that's your turn.
Yeah. Now I am in a light hard suit, so if this sentinel gets down low enough,
No.
I will, of course, go for even more silliness. I also
yeah,
forgot
yeah.
everything else about my pilot, so. I can
Actually,
use
your
it.
pilot wasn't naked on your sheet, so you have got nothing.
Well, I can still jock you while naked, okay?
Quick sepulcher. The other ones are in range.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
4 damage for Sepulcher, ending the assault.
Oh, down there, I see.
Yeah.
Sepulcher. You know you want to.
Oh, certainly.
You could straight up triple stress, by the way. But
No, I did
Oh.
forget to use
where
my
you-
Ushabti, but it would have been against the Mirage, so.
I mean, I'm ready.
irrelevant.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready to cascade again. So I guess the turn is being handed over to me officially then.
Yes.
All
At
right.
least from my end.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. There we go. I believe that is.
Are we firing the apple rail?
Is there anything blocking? What does line of sight look like over here?
You measure cover from the center of the template, so it's just free. Yeah, you can see through the
Okay.
clouds, no problem. It's all good. We can
Oh,
take the
okay.
shot.
Well, I'm saying like over the.
Yeah, it's all
Stop
good, so
asking
that's fine.
questions and
So
just do
fine.
the
Yep,
silly
yep,
thing.
yep, yep, yep,
We
yep.
basically won
I
at
will
this
get it.
point.
Fire,
Have
funny
fun
gun.
with it.
Critical for
Hey,
explosion.
we get attacked.
Good one.
Oh god. Oh,
I think
This
the
one.
critical thing is because
This.
it doesn't have a die number put in. It's just 4.
Are they neutral?
Yeah, I know. It's both of them. Yeah, I know where the critical is broken. That's what happens when you shit out this complex macro in like 2.5 seconds.
Are they both neutral?
Yeah, they're both neutral.
Cool.
Missing the Cedar,
Cool.
hitting the Sentinel for 14. They're shredded on hit. Take the 14 and full. And you may roll me 3d6.
Come on, triple nat ones.
5, 11, 8.
Let's go.
5 spill.
Alright, so I'm at 5. Let's do a basic reading for stress. That's 3. Explode.
And Cascade.
Give me. Damn it.
That will be good memes. I think that's your turn. Unless you want to overcharge.
Unless I overcharge.
Ooh.
Yep.
Shoot the assault. You know you want to.
Second overcharge.
Nice.
Nice.
Get this reactor out of here.
Go. Second lost stress.
Exposed again.
Exposed. Double exposed. I'm all about being exposed.
And Cascade.
Cascade.
No.
Give me the juice. No. Alright. Yeah. I don't. Can I? I don't know if I can actually see this guy. Oh wait, I have
you
arcing.
can. Yeah, you have arcing. Fine.
You're also part of the same hardcover, which I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
usually means they don't get hardcover.
No cover, and you can fire, and it's all good.
Okay.
You're basically just stepping out around shooting.
Yeah. 1 difficulty.
Crane your neck.
Is it 1 or 2 difficulty?
No difficulty. Neutral.
It's inaccurate. Oh wait, no, it has hard points. Do it. Ah, that's not the button. That's the wrong button.
Nice.
Oh.
We're hunkering?
Nice.
Question mark.
Just
The goggles, they do nothing.
all right.
Oh well. Sentinel.
Want to do any movement? Huh? Huh?
The other one. The other Sentinel.
I'm a mobile.
Oh.
Oh, the Sentinel is.
Shooting at Talisman. Who's in hard cover. Nope. Burning to death.
Maybe.
Yes.
Let's go.
My legacy continue. Oh wait, no, that was someone else.
That was the apple ring. Leaving Talisman and
Cedar.
Carmine. One very dinked up Cedar and one Sentinel in a very bad spot.
Okay, so
You think you can get to that cedar?
I mean,
I suppose
Yeah.
you've got your missile racks.
I definitely can. No, I can make it there, moving a boost.
Yeah.
Kind of want to. I guess it's fine. I can move.
You've got
boost
3
to
reactor.
get
You can overcharge.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. I guess you can have the Sentinel. All right. Let's move and then boost. Land next to the cedar. Hi. I'm gonna attempt to grapple. I'm gonna attempt to grapple it.
Why?
Just because. I
Think you're
don't
still
know.
impaired?
Give a
Alright,
warm body
I'll
of
just attack
death.
it. It's fine. I'll just attack it.
You've
Um,
been
Why
aggressive.
hug?
You can grapple if you like.
No, that's dumb. It's fine. Let's attack it.
One difficulty, I believe.
Alright. One difficulty attack with the nanocarbon blade, I guess.
Just hit forehead.
Yeah, easy.
Oh.
No.
Overcharge.
Yes, 100% overcharge.
Fourth one.
Let's see that reactor burn.
Nice.
Oh.
4
Plus
heat.
4, so I'm at 4. Yeah.
Yep.
And overheating. Second loss.
Oh.
All reactor core
okay.
safeguards
Oh, just
are
take
now
1
non-functional.
6.
Please
Yeah, I'm
prepare
just
for
gonna
reactor
fail.
core meltdown.
Yeah.
Oh
I
no.
will fail that. Then
A
I
year
also
from
get-
now, Talisman will die. Everybody's
Hang
back at
under all the
Interpoint.
valuable
Oh,
Interport
true! You
cargo.
got the exposed power core still. It never happened.
Oh yeah. I completely forgot about that. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
it negates the thing.
We just
Uh,
explode
my
and immediately die. Exactly
Oh,
true.
wow. So question.
Yeah.
Oh no, I guess it's no good. Alright. I guess I can walk back with a boost.
Yes, you can. But you have to do the overcharge immediately. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah.
overcharge it for a boost. Yeah.
And that's a
Yeah,
burst.
he overcharged and hadn't determined what he was gonna do with it.
Alright. There we are. This is your funny cloud. Meanwhile,
Oh
the
yeah.
Sentinel is going to
Make your move.
I'll stay hidden.
cry violently. we'll lock on and shoot at 1 difficulty. I have to hit you one of these days. Where's the Vlad so hard to hit anyway? Like, what's going on here?
Oh my god.
Yeah, right. 10 and 10, unassailable stats.
It's the 2 Agi2 system.
Can't do it. They got 10, 10, 10. Like,
Alright.
alright, Carmine.
Hive drone moves there.
Yep.
I'm going to barrage,
Yes.
starting with the heavy machine gun.
Hits, kills.
Yeah, we're done.
That's the Carmine I know.
Fire the deck sweeper into the wreckage. Make extra sure.
Yeah, just unload the unraveler.
A decisive scene, I would say.
Yeah.
Defeating
Yeah.
Gabagool and then and that guy.
Detonation that took out 3 enemies.
And fucking plasma sheath with a heavy mount is just with initiative on top, you know, just extra. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. Well played, everybody. Well played. That was a lot of fun.
Looked a little rough on that first set.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I mean, these guys are supposed to be what? Spec Ops? They kind of went down real easy.
They underestimated Interpoint, that's all.
That's true.
They're like, Interpoint? Huh, that must be some small corpo with just a few pilots. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. Gabagool was a bit confused.
Yeah, but I mean, it still had 2 armor and a bunch of HP, right?
Yeah.
Not enough HP.
Evasion 7 though, no.
I
Yeah.
guess that's true.
It only had 20 HP, let's be real, even as an ultra. So Demolisher base is 15. Because it
Not
has
on
the
high end.
Is it? It's average.
No.
I think it's average because I
Oh.
think the Sentinel has better HP. Or am I
Yeah, the
missing-
assault has 15, the assassin has 15. 15 is pretty normal, standard. Because the base
plus-
demolisher has the dig in for
Oh,
resistance and resistance against melee weapons. So it can shore up a bit there, but not the Gabagool, who only got to repair once a scene.
Oh, I actually did have a really fun Demolisher boss, where it was like the party had to run from them, but they had the ability where they like can boost as a reaction to somebody else moving.
The real lucky thing was that we had Mirages on the roster. Otherwise, that would have been even more of a joke.
Oh man, if I
Yeah,
wasn't on
if
invisible,
Aphrodite hadn't wasted like 5 shots into that one.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I wanted to hug those sentinels and assaults so much, but there was always invisible enemies.
Yeah, it is the invisible. License levels. Aphrodite, you're already 12. I can no longer give you license levels.
No, I just raise it in the Discord for memes.
That's fair enough. Talisman, going to 7.
I think I'm going to eat, but I'll check later, I guess.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Maybe the mods haven't updated the sheet again. I'll put you at 8. Carmine. Going to 9.
I get the license level 9 secret chat now, right?
No, there's none.
Nice.
There's no license level 9 secret chat. And Sepulchre, for your first mission aboard Interpoint, which I hope you enjoyed.
Very much so, thank you.
You will be going to license level 1. You will get
Congratulations.
access to the Tier 1 chat, which is the League of Legends chat, so my condolences.
Mm.
It's a downgrade for the entire Discord server right now. But what can you do? At tier 2 you get the food channel, which is good again. That pulls it back out.
Ooh.
Yep.
Perfect.
Have to stick around for that one.
Thank you for playing, everybody. Thank you for making this a good start for the new season. Hope you
thanks
had
for
a
running it.
good time, and I'll see you around. Take it easy, everybody.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
Alright, Twitch chat. That is the story of Gabagool. The little ultra that couldn't. But tried. Oh. What a confused ultra. Holy shit. They're usually best when they have... I don't even know. A Raptor Plasma Rifle would help them out. Let's see how it goes tomorrow, Tier 2. That is it for today's session. That is it for the start of the season. Thanks you for watching. Thank you very much. If you got a subscription with Amazon Prime left over, you know, it's really helping me out. I'm doing this full time, and I'll take all the help I can get. If you would like to have these fancy schmancy macro sheets that we're using with the buttons that make running Lancer super easy, check out the Patreon. And that is enough shilling for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. Take it easy. Have a good one. And